That is exactly who West Holmes will be taking on. The only team Shelby has lost to this year is Bellevue. That came back in Week 3. Now, here's the interesting caveat to that, Adam. All of their wins this season have been the teams with a losing record. The only team that they faced off against and lost to Bellevue is the only team they played so far that actually had a winning record. So it kind of comes with a little asterisk on the state of all the last 40 and back How about this stat line for you? Quarterback Marshall Shepard averages 72% completion rate, 415 yards on average per game. Oh, and he's throwing 30 touchdowns to just 4 interceptions this year. Did have a season-high 3 interceptions against Marion Harding in their win last week. It's a team that is not exactly proficient when it comes to the rushing attack. Looking elsewhere for Galleon, their opponent. They have lost 2 straight, lost to the Marion Harding team I just mentioned, and Clear Fork. That was their worst loss of the season in terms of the point spread in that game, so they'll be trying to rebound in a big way. Quarterback Cooper Kent had a season-high 3 touchdowns in the loss, so maybe building upon their passing attack a little bit. Something that's been very confusing for me, though, for Galleon, their rushing attack has not been getting it done as of recently. Last week, 36 yards and 28 carries. Really weird considering that, just a few weeks ago, running back Kenneth Donaldson, 50 carries, 309 yards, and 6 touchdowns. They're going to have to recapture some of that magic.
Well, a couple of weeks ago, obviously, they must have seen something in that defensive carries in one game.
50 carries. That's more than some teams get in a game before the point.
Quakers 2 weeks in a row. Next week they host Salem comes in at 5, coming to the Atlantic Aviators a couple weeks back. The Dukes, as we know, earlier in the season went to West from Arlington, sitting at 2-4. They're normally a playoff powerhouse type team, and it seems to be working out real well for them this year. And last week was no different as they fell to Canton South, torched in the air by your buddy, Pickens Theater, and the Canton South last week, as I had mentioned.
Just for that.
So Arlington needs to get things together, and unfortunately, it's going to be a tall order this week as the Salem Quakers are averaging 54 points a game, and they've allowed only 1 rushing yard against Minerva last week in a 66-0 win. Already matched their win total from last season at that 5-game mark, so tough task for the Dukes, but Quaker fans here in New Philadelphia are going to want to keep an eye on this game.
Well, also, if I'm not mistaken, Adam, Salem, an opponent that Carrollton normally takes on year in and year out. Isn't that correct?
Yes, and that's the reason we wanted to watch this game, because the Carrollton Warriors will play them, I believe it's next week.
All right, and moving on for the third game that we have on the docket, a name that we like to talk about and joke a lot about during the Big Z Sports Show, the Kirtland Hornets entering at a perfect, shocking 5-0. They will be taking on the Perry Pirates. Perry entering this game at 5-1. Now, the only game that the Pirates did lose was to Kenston this season, but they want to know, can they knock off Kirtland? I don't think anybody can necessarily knock off the Hornets. The joke I have to ask you, Adam, is it too early to crown them already the best in Division 5 this year?
I know there's a few local teams that would say absolutely, but it's one of those things that you just get so comfortable seeing them. Oh, Kirtland won another state championship. It's one of those type situations, but yeah, I'll speak on behalf of all of our Division 5 teams in the area and say, yeah, it's a little too early.
It might be too early to give them that designation, but when you start going through the statistics for the Hornets, it's just absurd. They have not allowed more than 7 points all year long in any of their games. Average margin of victory is pushing 37 points. They had their lowest team rushing total of the season last week, Adam, so maybe they should be concerned. Oh, it was still 320 yards in a game that they led 28-0 by halftime.
What's crazy about Kirtland is a team it's just, we're going to run the ball. You can try to stop us.
Well, the Perry Pirates will be the ones trying to stop them. They have not actually met Kirtland since all the way back in 2001. New head coach for that program, doing pretty well early on. All eyes are on a potential collision course once again between Perry and Kenston in the playoffs. Kenston, of course, knocking Perry out last year. They have a streak going on here that matches the Hornets, believe it or not. Perry has not lost a Chagrin Valley Conference game since all the way back in 2015. The last time these two teams met 2 decades ago, believe it or not, Perry dominated 48-0.
Oh, how things have changed in the past 2 decades.
It only takes 20 years, man.
And the final game we're going to take a look at is a game that you can actually watch on ESPN2. How often do we say that?
Is Bishop Sycamore in it?
No, they had busing issues. So what they did is Medina is at Mentor, 2 big powerhouse schools. Medina comes in at 6-0, Mentor at 3-3. Medina lost to Mentor in the playoffs last season, but are a much different team with Penn State commit Drew Aller at quarterback. And then you have Mentor's defensive end, Brennan Vernon, a Notre Dame commit, will be one of those. He's one of those guys that can make a difference on every play. So this will be an interesting game. And again, it's no Bishop Sycamore, but these are 2 quality teams.
The thing I do find funny is, yes, this is going to be a great game, but Medina seems to have the edge. Mentor at a down year, oddly enough, at 3-3. You think it had anything to do with 2 top 50 potential commits going into next year's college football season?
I'm sure that it did, and I'm sure that I'm guessing, and I don't know, you can maybe tell me what you think. I'm thinking ESPN probably looked a little deeper into this game, even though these are both well-known teams.
Well, they can confirm that both Medina and Mentor do actually have football programs. Imagine that. We're diving into the bag of very old jokes, but still new and fresh enough for us. Thank you, Adam, so much for your time. As always, that is Week 7 of Games Outside Z Country. Shout out to the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency for bringing this segment, our favorite segment. Don't go anywhere. We will have more conversation with some of your favorite high school football teams in the local area. And of course, we will be heading up to kickoff here soon between the Garaway Pirates traveling down to the Indian Valley Braves. Joe Geckler and Travis McClellan have you covered on that one. Don't go anywhere. High school sports live right here in Z Country.
If you want the best, there's only one Big Z Sports. Welcome to the Big Z Sports and Claxon Communications play-by-play presentation of high school football. Tonight, in the Kent State University at Tuscarawas and Parkway Quick Lane Game of the Week, in this I.V.C. Battle of the Unbeatens, the Indian Valley Braves host the Garaway Pirates. Tonight's game is also brought to you by U.S. Bagging, Harrison Auto Parts, Wood Electric, First National Bank of Denison, DAC Vitamins and Minerals, Tuscarawas Insurance Agency, and McInturf Realty. Now, let's head to the Hartzler's Quality Housing Mobile Studio with Joe Geckler, Travis McClelland, and Shannon Thomas.
They are 4-0. And, of course, they had a couple of games that they had to miss earlier in the year, but that's why the record is a little bit different, as Indian Valley is, again, sitting at 4-0. The Garaway Pirates sitting at 6-0. An I.V.C. clash here, Travis, as the Garaway Pirates come to town and come knocking on the door. And they come off of a huge win against the Claymont Mustangs last week, 59-14. The offense got going, and Coach Wallach said in the postgame last week, the first team, they pitched a shutout. They got a touchdown against the JVs and the backups late in the game, but he's really impressed with his defense.
We saw them earlier. We alluded to this in the pregame. I was really impressed with their defense. The two twins play the corner pretty well.
Yep.
They're physical in the middle. They got a nice, decent front who puts pressure on people. They really won the Downton game when we were up there. Really, the defense held them in and won it. When Coach said they got going, that's scary because they're averaging 37 a game on offense.
Yeah, absolutely. And, of course, if you mention their offense, 37 points a game, 236 yards on the ground, 196 yards through the air. Of course, first-year starting quarterback and junior Logan Yoder leads the way. But that running attack really is something special with Ethan Miller.
Ethan Miller, he's closing in on the 1,000-yard mark already, Joe, and he's got 10 touchdowns on the ground. And he's got a receiving touchdown. He's dangerous. He can pick up that 8-yarder. He can also take it 80.
Yes, he can. Like you mentioned, Travis, he has 870 yards already on the season, so he's well on his way to 1,000. It'll be fun to see when he gets there. We do have them a couple more times this year, so we will see Ethan Miller, of course, on the field here tonight at running back. But let's look at the Indian Valley Braves now. And the Indian Valley Braves, they sit at 4-0, 1-0 in the I.V.C. Their big win last week against Sandy Valley, 41-7. Big win up there in Sandyville.
Yeah, Sandy Valley, they go up there. That's a game. When you think of the I.V.C., no disrespect to anybody, but this is a game we've been looking forward. You go to Sandy Valley, they got a program up there too. And, you got the Blue Bloods of the I.V.C. right there going at it. You go up there and win on the road. That's a big win.
Let's go down to the field with Shannon Thomas. And Shannon, of course, you follow this team year in and year out every game. Your thoughts on Indian Valley's big win last week?
Outside of school, she plays J.
Well, last week I thought the team come out and played with a lot of excitement. That was the most they did this year. But I think they got to come out tonight with that same intensity. They got to bring the pressure and get to him, get to the quarterback, make Logan Yoder run a little bit, and then maybe they can come out on top. But it's going to be a tough battle between these two teams tonight.
Shannon, if you look at both teams' defenses, obviously we've seen Garaway's defense. I think you saw Garaway's defense with us at Downton. But, you compare the two defenses. What's your thought on both defenses?
Well, the Garaway Pirates are very fast on defense. Their defensive line is anchored by JT, Jarrett Wellick, and he's a phenomenal player. And the Braves, they like to hit hard. So tonight it's going to be a fast team versus a hard-hitting team, and one of them's going to come out on top.
I would agree with that. So, Shannon, we'll check back in with you here in just a little bit. Again, that's Shannon Thomas on the sidelines, and that trip to the sidelines brought to you by Crocker's Bar and Grill. We'll head down to talk to Shannon throughout the game here tonight. We're going to take a break, come back, and we're going to get inside the huddle, and we're going to bring Shannon Thomas back into our broadcast, and we're going to talk a little in the huddle segment with Shannon Thomas about the Indian Valley Braves and what he sees from this team. As like we mentioned, he covers them year in and year out every game. So we're going to take a break, come back. We'll be back to Indian Valley High School after this. You're listening to high school football play-by-play action with Joe Geckler, Travis McClellan, and Shannon Thomas right here on Z Country 99.9.
Powered by Purpose at Kent State University, Tuscarawas. Kent State Tusk offers over 30 bachelor's and associate degrees. We have over a dozen athletic programs, including basketball and volleyball. Student life is diverse with over 20 extracurricular student clubs. Our nursing and technology programs are some of the most sought after in the area. Staying local is the most cost-effective way of obtaining your degree. Define your own success. Powered by Purpose at Kent State University, Tuscarawas.
Hey there, sports fans. When it comes to taking care of the vehicle that transports your team, you expect it to be done with speed and accuracy. This is Phil Miller from the Parkway Quick Lane. When it comes to servicing your team's vehicle, let my team at Parkway Quick Lane deliver you the winning combination to keep your vehicle on the road and safe. If your vehicle needs to get off the sideline and back in the game, visit the Parkway Quick Lane for your next service appointment.
Busy schedule? Check out Benson's Heat and Eat section with a variety of entrees and sides for you to choose from. And don't forget, Monday through Friday from 4 to 6, Benson's culinary team prepares hot, made-from-scratch dinners, complete with garden salad and bread and butter. Just call ahead to order. For daily and weekly specials, visit bensonsmc.com. Follow them on Facebook or stop into the market. Benson's Market and Catering, 207 North Worcester Avenue in Dover.
Hi, I'm Zach Motice with the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency. For all your auto, home, farm, and business insurance needs, contact our team at the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency or stop in and see us at one of our locations in downtown New Philadelphia or Sugar Creek, providing excellent service to the Tuscarawas Valley since 1885. Here at the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency, we'd like to wish all of the area athletes and teams good luck this fall.
Welcome back to the Wood Electric pregame show. Joe Geckler, Travis McClellan in the huddle with Shannon Thomas from Indian Valley. He is our stringer every year for the Indian Valley Braves, and Shannon's going to join us in the huddle tonight to talk about the Indian Valley Braves. And Shannon, let's talk about this team and this offense. Obviously led by their quarterback, Sam Carter, having a great season. Only a sophomore, very young, but he played as a freshman a lot. Talk to us about Sam and how he helps out this offense.
Sam's done a great job as a 2-year starter. He went as a freshman, and now he's a sophomore. Sam does a good job managing the game. He don't make too many mistakes, so he really leads his team well, and he's going to have to do that again tonight against Garaway.
Shannon, we're going to talk about the offense. We're going to stay in the backfield. Let's talk about that stable of running backs Indian Valley seems to always have. They don't rebuild. They reload. We're talking tonight about the junior Gavin Henry. We're talking about his backup, the sophomore Tyson Pryor, and of course the fullback Cole Lancaster. Talk about how important those guys are to a ground game that's rushing for almost 250 yards a game.
Yeah, those three do a good job back there. I think tonight Gavin's got to get a little bit more vertical. Gavin likes to stretch it out a little bit because of his speed, but tonight I think he's going to have to get vertical against this defense. He's going to have to run north-south. He's backed up by another sophomore in Tyson Pryor. Tyson's done a real good job this year. Whenever Gavin doesn't seem to be getting anywhere tonight, they switch it up and bring in Tyson. Tyson does a real good job. And then you got the big fullback in Cole Lancaster, the coach's son. Cole does a real good job, and he really can do some damage if they hit him with fullback screens.
Shannon, let's flip sides of the ball and go to the defense now and talk a little bit about this Braves defense. They only given up 11.5 points a game. They're giving up under 200 total yards a game this season. Talk to us about their defense and how they fly around to the football.
Yeah, the defense is playing real well this year. Last week they had a big game. They did some different things on the defensive line. They brought a lot of pressure. That helped the defensive backs come away with 4 interceptions last week. I think Colton Thomas has got 3 interceptions on the year. Caleb Wells has got 1. Brogan Bircher, Evan Broom. Those guys are doing good in the defensive backfield, but it all starts up front. That line can bring the pressure, and those linebackers can do their things. They can make things hard for Garaway tonight.
Shannon, staying on the defensive side of the ball, we talked about how hard-hitting Indian Valley is, but let's talk about their back-end speed a little bit with their linebackers and their DBs. You got the sophomore on the one side, number 7, Colton Thomas, probably one of the more athletic kids on the field tonight. Then on the other side, you got the junior the Bircher, 34, and in the back, the free safety calls there, Trevor Myers. Talk about their speed and how they're going to match up with the Garaway wide receivers tonight.
Yeah, I think Brogan and Colton do a real nice job out there, and it's always nice to have that backup of Trevor Myers in the backfield, so they can play a little aggressive if they want tonight. And then if they get somebody gets by them, they got Trevor to back them up. So it's always nice to have 3 combinations like that, and and they're going to have their work cut out tonight with the Roden twins.
Finally, Shannon, we'll ask you this: what are the keys for the Indian Valley Braves to remain undefeated and knock off the Garaway Pirates here tonight at homecoming?
Well, I think key number 1 is the offensive line's got to get rolling tonight. If they can get the blocks, then key number 2 comes in effect, and they can get that running game going, which will help them establish their passing game. And then after that, defense. Defensively, you can't miss tackles with these guys. If you miss a tackle, they'll get 10 or 15 yards down the field before you get help.
Awesome, Shannon. Thanks so much. Great job. You've been in the huddle with Shannon Thomas, our stringer for the Indian Valley Braves, presented by U.S. Bagging, providing the pipeline industry with filled bags and superior service. Back with more of the Wood Electric pregame show. We'll catch up with Garaway head football coach Jason Wallach. That's after this. You're listening to high school football right here on Z Country 99.9.
Dr. Nathan Springer is in the business of making smiles, specializing in braces and Invisalign for children and adults. Dr. Springer provides smiles that can be recognized anywhere. Just look at the winning smile on some of the players. Compliments of Dr. Nathan Springer Orthodontics. Hey, that smile of pride on the face of mom and dad might be from Dr. Springer too. Dr. Nathan Springer Orthodontics, in the business of making smiles, at 107 Ray Avenue Northeast in New Philadelphia. Looking for a new place to grab a meal and relax? Crocker's Bar and Grill is the place to be for great food and fun. Crocker's is more than just ordinary bar food. Open 7 days a week, featuring great lunches starting at only $6 and a great dinner menu for dine-in or carry-out. Be sure to like Crocker's on Facebook for weekly specials, plus catch all the big college and pro games on the flat screens, and weekend deals on pizza and wings. Wear your orange and brown on Sundays for Browns pregame, including food and drink specials. Football season is the best time to stop into Crocker's Bar and Grill in Dover.
Welcome back to Kelly Field. You're listening to Wood Electric pregame show. Joe Geckler in the huddle with Garaway head football coach Jason Wallach, presented by Harrison Auto Parts in Sugar Creek. Coach, the Pirates knocked off Claymont 59-14 last week. After watching film and reviewing the game, how do you feel your team performed?
There's always things we can get better at. I thought we played pretty well, but our special teams, we had a couple of letdowns that were disappointing, and just consistency, taking care of the football, just doing the little things, that you want to keep harping on and keep preaching and get better each week.
Coach, offensively, the Pirates are pretty balanced this year with the running game of your junior running back, Ethan Miller. Has that been the key to the success of your offense?
Oh, most definitely. When you've got a kid like that that you got to prepare for, and then, Logan does a really good job. We feel we have, 4 or 5 pretty good receivers as well. So, yeah, I really thought Claymont tried to stop the run last week, and we've got some other weapons that, we're able to use, and that's probably the first team that really packed the box on us this year, and Logan did a really good job for us, and we were able to score points.
With the success of your running attack, how has that helped Logan Yoder?
Oh, just obviously makes him feel a lot more comfortable back there. When you, like I said, when you got a guy that, you can hand the ball off to and get 5-6 yards, hopefully a crack, it does. It helps because it allows teams, it forces teams, to prepare for both. And Logan's done a great job, but it definitely helps out.
Coach, defensively, the Pirates are only giving up 7 points a game, under 200 total yards a game. What's been the key to the defense success this year?
Well, we've stayed healthy for one. That's a big key. But I told you earlier in the year I really like our defense. Now we're going to get challenged tonight, obviously, in a whole different realm of things. And but we're pretty athletic and physical. We're pretty quick in the secondary. You've got 2 really good corners that have started a couple years for us now, and we've created more turnovers, and we're We feel we're pretty good defensively, but we'll find out tonight. We'll find out how good we are against the run.
Coach, tonight a really good physical Indian Valley football team. What do you expect from them?
You said it, a really good physical smash mouth football team that runs. You know, they try to lull you to sleep and then hit you over the top. So, you know, we got to be disciplined in the secondary. You know, we're going to load the box with as many guys as we can to try to slow down their running game. You're not going to stop it. They've got some really good running backs in the Henry kid, and I think it's Pryor, I think is his name. I mean, they've got some dudes, and you know, it's going to be a big challenge for us. But like I said, we'll try to slow it down and see what happens.
Finally, Coach, what are your keys for the Pirates to leave Kelly Field tonight and remain undefeated?
We got to get off the field defensively. I think that's the number one key. You know, get our offense back on the field and don't give up the big play would be a key, and take care of the football.
Thanks, Coach. Good luck here tonight.
Appreciate it. Thanks.
You've been in the huddle with Garaway head football coach Jason Wallach, presented by Harrison Auto Parts. Coming up, starting lineups and kickoff of the Braves and Pirates right here on Z Country 99.9.
Hey there, sports fans. When it comes to taking care of the vehicle that transports your team, you expect it to be done with speed and accuracy. This is Phil Miller from the Parkway Quick Lane. When it comes to servicing your team's vehicle, let my team at Parkway Quick Lane deliver you the winning combination to keep your vehicle on the road and safe. If your vehicle needs to get off the sideline and back in the game, visit the Parkway Quick Lane for your next service appointment.
Back out here to Indian Valley High School. Joe Geckler, Travis McClellan, of course, Shannon Thomas all night long on the sidelines for us here tonight. The Indian Valley Braves, they won the toss. They have deferred. The Garaway Pirates will start the game with the football. Garaway in their white uniforms, white pants, white jerseys, red sleeves with the red numerals, white helmets with their red flag on the side. Of course, the Indian Valley Braves in their blue pants, blue jerseys with the red, white, and blue stripe on the side with their blue helmets. And we are ready for kickoff. 12 minutes on the clock with number 22, Wyatt Wallach, back deep for the Garaway Pirates. Daniel Miller has the ball teed up at the 40-yard line, and we will be underway here in just a second. But beautiful, beautiful night for football.
Couldn't ask for a better night for football, Joe. And I like the all-blues, and I like the all-whites. Great night for football. 2 I.V.C. Titans. I can't wait. Let's get it kicked off.
It's going to be a fun one here. Like I said, Wyatt Wallach back deep to return this kick. He is his feet's planted on the 10-yard line. Miller's foot is in it, high end over end kick. He is a sophomore. He lets the ball go, fields it at the 5-yard line, does Wallach. He's up here to the 10, to the 15, makes a guy miss and gets knocked down right about the 20-yard line, does Wyatt Wallach, and that's where the Garaway Pirates will start.
Daniel Miller keeping it away from their speed, kicked it down in the corner. That used to be called the old coffin corner, but it gives you a chance to pursue him, pin him in there, held him back to the 20. A long road to go for the Garaway Pirate offense.
The starting lineups for the Garaway Pirates up front. Jake Miller, number 75, 6'1", 260, and a sophomore. At left guard, number 51, Braden Adams, 6'2", 225, and a senior. At center, number 66, Andon Keller, he's 5'10", 200, and a senior. Jarrett Wallach at right guard, and Dominic Owens at right tackle. We'll get to the rest of the skill players here in just a minute. You have 4 wide receivers split here, 2 here to the near side, 2 to the far side. Ethan Miller next to Logan Yoder. The hand is to Ethan Miller, and he's going to be dropped in the backfield by Indian Valley's linebacker number 24, Braden Parsons, and that's going to be a loss.
The Braves got out of their traditional 30 there, Joe. They're in a 40. They walked linebacker Cole Lancaster up to the defensive tackle there. They were in a 40. They're going to try to stop the run tonight.
So the Garaway Pirates, of course, led by their quarterback, number 2, Logan Yoder, number 9, Ethan Miller at tailback. They have 2 wide receivers split here to the near side, 2 to the far side, with a shotgun formation with Miller to the right of Logan Yoder. A couple of hard cadence calls by Logan Yoder. He looks over at the staff, over the coaching staff. Now Ethan Miller moves over to his left side of his quarterback. The snap, Logan rolls to the far side, looking, stops, fires, and it is caught. And that's going to be caught by number 17, the ball on the ground, and it's going to be knocked out. It looks like the Indian Valley Braves have it, and they do.
Number 7, Colton Thomas comes up with it.
At the Garaway 35-yard line, a first turnover of the night for the Garaway Pirates. Zenick Patchen with the catch, and he was struck from behind, and the ball went to the turf here at Indian Valley High School. Colton Thomas jumped on it. The Indian Valley Braves take over.
The momentum here jumped to the all blue here, but Patchen gets hit. Fumbles the football. Thomas the Headsy football player always around it, picks it up. The Braves got the ball going. Also to watch, Patchen limped off the field there, Joe, on his ankle.
It'll be interesting to see how the offense responds here when they get the ball back for the Garaway Pirates, but now the defense. We'll get to the starting lineups here in just a moment. 11:01 to go here, first quarter, no score. Turnover by the Garaway Pirates. The Indian Valley Braves come out in an I formation with a receiver split here to the near side, and that's going to be number 42, Trevor Myers. Sam Carter under center, and that ball is on the turf, and it looks like he is able to drop back on it. I don't know, the Garaway team is, the Garaway saying they have it, and it looks like they do, and it is Garaway football as we have back-to-back turnovers on back-to-back plays, and now it looks like Sam Carter down on the turf. He gets up, and he is hobbling back to the sidelines. A very, very physical football game to start. We have a turnover by the Garaway Pirates on a fumble, and then Sam Carter fumbles the quarterback center exchange.
In big games, you're building up to it all week. Sometimes you've got your nerves going, and you've got to get that first hit in. Unfortunately, early in games, sometimes mistakes happen. Both teams made them. Now we're playing level.
So the Garaway offense back out on the field. Again, 4 wide receivers. We'll see that a lot tonight. Pistol formation. The hand is to Ethan Miller. It's going to be run, and he is going to be stopped just short of the line of scrimmage. He probably lost a yard on the play to bring up second down. He's going to have 2nd and 11 from his own 39-yard line as Landon Green.
The Braves are in that 40 defense, Joe. They're slanting and pinching. They're going to try to, they got the 3 linebackers back there. They're going to try to stop the run. They're doing it successfully so far.
5 wide receivers now, 3 here to the near side, 2 to the far side. Logan Yoder in the shotgun as they look over to the sideline to change the play. Logan takes the snap, looking, fires over to the far side of the field. He has his receiver, and that's going to be number 16, Jensen Garber, but he drops it as he tries to bring it back in. So it's going to go incomplete. 3rd down now and 11 for the Garaway Pirates.
You're seeing punch and counter punch here. The Braves got out of their 30, went to that 40 defense. They're 43 slanting. So what did the Pirates do? They go 5 wide. Now they want to get them back into that nickel D, get into that 30.
10:15 to go here in the first quarter. No score between the Garaway Pirates and the Indian Valley Braves as the Pirates come out at 3rd and 11 from their own 34-yard line. 3 wide receivers split here to the near side, 2 to the far side for the Pirates. Logan Yoder in the shotgun. He takes the snap, looks, fires over the far sideline, has a guy, and that's Jensen Garber, and he makes the catch, but the officials say he was out of bounds. And Jensen Garber hauls it in. Actually, that was number 10, excuse me. That was J.D. Young, 16 and 10 from this distance. Looks the same.
It does look the same, but when you're in cover 3, that means 1 safety deep. The corners have deep thirds. That's that pocket behind the corner, and the safety can't get over there. It was open, just a little, took him out of bounds there for the incompletion, but that's the pocket you have to hit when the Braves are going to play cover 3.
So it's going to bring up 4th down and 11 from their own 34-yard line. The Garaway Pirates will punt. And on comes number 11, Jace Wallach, the 5'9", 160-pound freshman punter for the Garaway Pirates. Back deep, number 42, Trevor Myers. His feet are planted on his own 35-yard line.
Big game for the freshman here. Let's see what he can get off.
Looks like we have a flag on the play, and it's going to be a delay of game, it looks like, by the Garaway Pirates. Exactly what it is. Going to back them up 5 yards. Going to be 4th down now and 16 from their own 29-yard line. So the Pirates with a fumble, now a 3 and out. Going to punt the ball away here after the delay of game penalty. 10:08 to go here, first quarter. No score between the 2 undefeateds. Indian Valley at 4-0, Garaway at 6-0. Again, Trevor Myers back deep. It's a low, wobbly kick, and it's going to be left, and it takes a Garaway bounce all the way down to, it looks like, the Indian Valley 35-yard line. So that's where the Braves will take over on their 2nd possession of the night. Let's head down to the sidelines and talk with Shannon Thomas. And Shannon, turnovers on back-to-back possessions tonight. The first, a fumble by the Garaway wide receiver, and then Sam Carter had an issue with the exchange from the center.
Yeah, we were talking, somebody has to capitalize on mistakes. They both made a mistake already. That tells you how important this game. Maybe the nerves are getting to them just a little bit, and now we got to see what's going to happen here.
That trip to the sidelines brought to you by Crocker's Bar and Grill. Now the Indian Valley Braves come out on offense again. Sam Carter at quarterback, number 27. Gavin Henry at tailback. Tyson Pryor in there as well. He wears number 6. Colton Thomas split wide. It's going to be a jet sweep handed off to him. He makes one guy miss, and then he gets upended at the line of scrimmage. It looks like number 4, Sam Page, was in on that tackle. But nice job by the middle linebacker filling the hole.
That's a really nice play by the middle linebacker. That's a long way to go. He read jet. He saw Thomas in motion. He beat her there. Not only did he make the tackle, he made a tackle right at the line of scrimmage. Great play by the middle linebacker.
Let's talk about the guys up front for the Indian Valley Braves. Number 66, Austin Barrett, left tackle. Number 60, Sam Zerker at left guard. Number 76, Cam Anderson at center. At right guard, Joe Reynolds, and at right tackle, Brendan Hughes for the Indian Valley Braves. As number 32, Remington Myers, goes in motion in the backfield. The toss is going to be out here to Gavin Henry. He's out here to the 35, to the 40, and he's going to be shoved out of bounds just past the 45-yard line to about the 46-yard line. And that's going to be first down, brought to you by the Adams board.
What Indian Valley doing there, they're in the old wing T formation and rip slot. They motion that guy into the fullback position and run toss this way. They're trying to outnumber you 6-5 on this side and get the corner on you, exactly what they did with Gavin Henry.
So an 11-yard pickup from Gavin Henry to pick up the first down. 9:08 or 9:09 to go here, first quarter. No score between the Indian Valley Braves and the Garaway Pirates. The Braves come out in a shotgun formation. 2 wide receivers split to the far side as Gavin Henry goes in motion now in the slot. The hand is, nope, he's going to keep it, and is Sam Carter, and he's going to be dropped down, and looks like number 22, Wyatt Wallach, was in on that stop. He was not fooled by the read option.
You want to talk about adjustments? Both teams have gotten out of their traditional 30. Garaway's in a 50. They're in a 53. They're loading the box with 8 guys. They got a single high safety. They're not going to let Indian Valley just run the football. They're going to have to work at the 5-3s there to stop the run.
Yeah, the Pirates are saying, hey, beat us deep, make us get out of this defense. We're going to stop your run and force you to throw the football. That's what the mindset right now is of the Garaway Pirates. And, of course, like you said, Indian Valley doing the same thing on their defense. So
you got to trust your corners if you're going to do that. Both teams so far have.
I formation now, and now you're going to have a full house backfield now for the Indian Valley Braves.
Right.
The hand is to Tyson Pryor off the right side, and he is going to be tripped up by number 36. That's Caleb Miller in on the stop for the Garaway Pirates. Brings up a third down now for Indian Valley.
They went to that power I formation, but not only that, the linebacker came in the A gap, was Wyatt Wallach, to help finish him off there. This is a awesome defensive game. I love it being a defensive guy. I love it. Let's go.
This is going to be a slugfest here tonight, and we're only 8 minutes into the football game. 8 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Third down and 13. It's a passing down for the Indian Valley Braves. Let's see if they stick to the run as they come out in an I formation with the receiver split here to the near side, which is Trevor Myers. They're going to toss it. Oh, it's going to be a throwback pass to the quarterback, Sam Carter, and it's looks like we have a Sam Carter all the way down the sidelines. I thought I saw a flag was thrown, but they did not throw the flag. As a block on the edge there sprung Sam Carter. I thought it was going to be a flag. The official reached in his pocket. It kind of threw me off there. I apologize, but nice throwback pass to Sam Carter. He gets all the way down into the Little Caesars red zone for a 1st and 10.
What do you do when a defense is aggressive? You hit them with screens. You hit them with some things to slow them down. That'll slow the backside pursuit of the Garaway Pirates down, throwing that throwback. A little chicanery early from Matt Lancaster.
7:35 to go here in the first quarter. No score, but the Indian Valley Braves are inside the Little Caesars red zone as they have an I formation, offset I now with Gavin Henry, Remington Myers in at fullback. It looks like we're going to have a timeout on the field, and we will take it with them. Back after this on Z Country 99.9.
Powered by Purpose at Kent State University, Tuscarawas. Kent State Tusk offers over 30 bachelor's and associate degrees. We have over a dozen athletic programs, including basketball and volleyball. Student life is diverse with over 20 extracurricular student clubs. Our nursing and technology programs are some of the most sought after in the area. Staying local is the most cost-effective way of obtaining your degree. Define your own success. Powered by Purpose at Kent State University, Tuscarawas.
Back out here at Indian Valley High School, Joe Geckler, Travis McClellan, Shannon Thomas on the sidelines. Indian Valley with a big gain there, a throwback pass to the quarterback, Sam Carter. He gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And now they have it 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line in the Little Caesars red zone. They come out in an I formation. Cole Lancaster at fullback. You have Tyson Pryor at tailback. Trevor Myers split to the far side. The hand is to Tyson Pryor, and we are going to have a false start on the offense of Indian Valley, and that's going to be a 5-yard penalty.
That's a little difficult coming out of the timeout there to get the false start, but they're going to back them up with what they're changing their formation. They got 21, Cale Coachman in there at one of the tight ends, and Bircher's going to be on the wing there, so their formation's changed a little bit. Watch for him leaking down the middle of the field, down the seam against the Pirate back 7.
7:33 to go here, first quarter, no score between the Braves and Pirates. Indian Valley comes out in a shotgun formation as Remington Myers and number 60, Sam Zerker, in the backfield. It's going to be a give to Lancaster. He breaks out of one tackle, gets up close to the 20-yard line, maybe to the 22, maybe the 21-yard line is Zerker as he was handed the ball. The Sam Zerker, usually a left guard, they brought him into the backfield and moved him around a little bit. So it's going to bring up a second down now. Second down at about 13.
Interesting formation out of the Braves. They were tight left, but power I right and tried to run the football there. Little like the tight ends on the backside. You got to watch him down the seam.
7 minutes to go here in the first quarter. No score again. We have a full house backfield with Sam Carter under center.
Tight right, power left.
And they're going to hand it to Tyson Pryor. He makes one guy miss, makes another guy miss, and gets close to the 20-yard line where he's going to be stood up, and the whistle is blown. They're saying he got back to the original line of scrimmage, which would have been the 20-yard line for the Indian Valley Braves. Going to bring up third down.
It's going to be third down. A nice jump cut there out of Pryor. You know, he got the ball. There was some trash laying down on the ground. He had 2 nice jump cuts to get back to the line of scrimmage. Right now, it's a war, the line of scrimmage. It's fun to watch, Joe. Both lines are really going at it up front.
They are very close to junior kicker Daniel Miller's range. His long is 41 on the season. Right now it would be about a 46-yard field goal. They need to get a few more. No, actually it would probably be about a 42, 43-yarder here for Daniel Miller if they don't convert this third down. 6:21 to go here, first quarter. Again, Daniel Miller, the kicker. It's going to be about a 37-yarder, maybe something like that if they don't convert here on third down and 11. Sam Carter under center. He rolls out to the far side, has Trevor Myers, fires, and it is. Looks like it's picked off, and it is going to be picked off by the Garaway Pirates. A second turnover of the night for the Indian Valley Braves, and it looks like number 5, Brady Roden, on the interception for the Garaway Pirates. Big defensive stand for the Pirates.
We talked in the pregame there about how they had defensive stops at Dalton. They did it again tonight here. Brady Roden comes up with the pick. I know that the season record for interceptions at Garaway is 8 with Nick Snyder. The Roden boys are hunting in on that record.
They are, and they're going to get close to that record. We still have several games to go here tonight, or this season. We have more games to go tonight too, but maybe not with the Pirates playing in them. But the Garaway Pirates will, of course, they have Ridgewood remaining. They have Sandy Valley remaining. They have Tusky Valley remaining as well on their regular season schedule. So we'll see what happens with the Garaway Pirates as they come out in that shotgun formation, folks. 5 wide receivers, 3 here to the near side, 2 over on the short side of the field or the boundary side, as coaches call it. Logan Yoder in the shotgun. It's going to be a quarterback draw. He makes one guy miss, and he gets stood up at the line of scrimmage, and he may have picked up one if he even got past the line of scrimmage. Looks like number 60, Samuel Zerker, and number 18, Cole Lancaster, in on the stop. It's going to bring up a second down and 9. They say he did pick up a yard, did Logan Yoder, the 5'10", 170-pound junior quarterback for the Garaway Pirates. He's 68 of 101 for 1,125 yards, 10 touchdowns on the season, 4 interceptions. He threw those 2 in the first 2 games of the season. 4 wide receivers, 2 here to the near side, 2 to the far side. It's going to be a fake to Miller, and it's going to be thrown out here to number 14 for the Garaway Pirates. And number 14 for the Pirates
Gabe Amicone, the sophomore.
Gabe Amicone on the reception. Looked like Patchen's not back out there after hobbling off in the last.
He hobbled off when he fumbled that on the first series.
So Amicone out there now for the Garaway Pirates.
Amicone over here by J.D. Young on the near side.
And that was an Adams board first down for the Garaway Pirates. Trips wide receivers to the far side, 2 here to the near side. They're going to flip it out here to the far side. They have Ethan Miller. He has one guy to miss, or he misses one guy miss all the way out to about the 40-yard line. That's going to be another Adams board first down for the Garaway Pirates. They are starting to move the ball a little bit, Travis.
They are starting to move the ball, and it's all about rhythm on offense, right, and momentum. this has been a back-and-forth slugfest so far. Their defense came up huge after Carter got the ball inside the 20. Now it's the Pirates' turn. They were in the shadow of their own goal line. Now they're rolling.
3 wide receivers here to the near side. Shotgun formation. Logan Yoder takes the snap, fires over to the far side, and he finds number 16, Jensen Garber, and he is knocked out of bounds just past the 45-yard line, almost to the 46-yard line. Going to bring up second down. 4:39 to go here. First quarter, no score.
They're working that zone, so when you're attacking them on the 9 route, which is the streak or the fly, as soon as you see that DB commit, you plant your foot and get back. That's what happened on the far side. You got picked up 5-6 yards.
J.D. Young goes in motion here to the near side. The fake is to Ethan Miller. Ooh. And Logan Yoder keeps it. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, and it looks like number 60, Sam Zerker, in on the tackle again. We've called his number a lot tonight. And number 22, Kel Coachman, 21.
They stuck him there. He looked like he had a hole for a quick second. It closed up quick.
4 minutes and 13 seconds to go here in the first quarter. No score. 3rd down and 5 for the Garaway Pirates at their own 44-yard line as J.D. Young goes in motion here to the near side. The give is to Ethan Miller. Makes one guy miss, and he gets thrown down to the ground up to about the 47-yard line, maybe a pickup of 1. Going to bring up 4th down.
Logan Yoder there, the snap was way to his left, and that threw off the timing of that play, and there was nothing going for the Pirate offense.
3 minutes and 44 seconds to go here in the first quarter. It looks like the Pirates are going to punt the ball away. They almost got it blocked the last time they punted. Going to have to get the ball off a little quicker here tonight as Trevor Myers is back deep to return the kick for the Indian Valley Braves.
The freshman there back there, they heat him up. You want to get the punt off between 2.1 and 2.4 seconds ideally. And last time, like you alluded to, it was almost blocked.
Interesting, the up man on the punt formation is who? Number 2, Logan Yoder. So
the QB.
We'll see what happens here. It looks like they called a delay of game again on the Garaway Pirates. They're going to back them up 5 yards, give them a little more room to punt the football to the Indian Valley Braves.
That was the second delay for the Pirates tonight.
I wonder if that's on purpose, or do you think?
No, I don't think they wanted to give him room. There's plenty of football field here. I just think they're chopping it quick and getting them going. They'll have to adjust on the sideline.
4th down and 8 now for the Garaway Pirates as Jace Wallach is back to punt the football away for the Pirates. A high end over and kick going to be fielded by Trevor Myers, and he is stuck by number 10. That is J.D. Young on the stop for the Garaway Pirates, right where Trevor Myers caught the football. The senior gets down the field on punt coverage.
It looked like he was shot out of a cannon there. I didn't see him, and all of a sudden, wham, dropped in there. Nice open field tackle. That's not as easy as J.D. Young made it look.
Let's head down to the sidelines now and talk with Shannon Thomas. And Shannon, the Indian Valley Braves and Garaway Pirates are trading punches. We'll come down to you in just 1 second here after this play as the Indian Valley Braves break the huddle quick in that I formation with a receiver split here to the near side. The hand is to Tyson Pryor, and he's met at the line of scrimmage by number 8. That is Mason Elliott from his safety position coming down. Let's go down to Shannon Thomas now. Shannon, both of these teams are trading punches right now, back and forth, a defensive battle, just like we thought.
Yeah, it's a real good defensive battle right now. And to think about how great these coaching staffs are, they changed their game plans to come out tonight to prepare for each other, and it's going to be a fight for the rest of the night.
Absolutely, and again, that trip to the sidelines brought to you by Crocker's Bar and Grill. An I formation for the Dover Tornadoes as number 34 goes in motion for the Braves. It's going to be a play-action pass as Wyatt Wallach goes after Sam Carter and forces an underthrow as Brady Roden was in on the coverage. There's going to be a flag on the play. It looks like it's going to be an ineligible man downfield against the Indian Valley Braves. That's going to back them up, Travis.
Yeah, interesting there. The Braves did a little false key there. You don't see that. That's high-level football. They pulled the right guard to the left and booted out to the right. What it's doing is they know the linebackers are keying on the guards. They wanted to get them out of the fray by pulling the guard opposite there and going to the right. That's a high-level call there from Matt Lancaster.
So 2:21 to go here in the first quarter. No score between the Garaway Pirates and Indian Valley Braves. It's going to be 3rd down and 9 now for the Braves as they come out with 2 wide receivers split here to the near side. It's going to be Trevor Myers and Gavin Henry, and Henry goes in motion on the jet. It's going to be a fake, and it's going to be another penalty for the Indian Valley Braves. Going to be a false start on the Braves. Back them up 5 more.
They are really making mistakes early here, both sides really, but the Braves particularly are making two. We got the Pirates with 2 delays. Now we got 2 straight penalties for the Braves. That really kills momentum. That really kills your rhythm. And now it was third and like 6. Now we're back to 3rd and 14. There's not a lot of plays in the playbook here for 3rd and 14. Look for screen draw.
Yeah, 3rd and 14 now for the Indian Valley Braves. They're at their own 31-yard line. They come out now in a shotgun formation. 2 receivers here to the near side with Gavin Henry going in motion. It's going to be a fake to him as Sam Carter fires it over the middle of the field. He has Trevor Myers, and it is caught at about the 30-yard line, and he is tackled about the 28-yard line. Is Trevor Myers, a big pickup from Carter to Myers for the first down.
They had Brady Roden at free safety there from the corner to the free safety, and he didn't get the depth. Deep is the deepest guy. So Myers got between the Roden boys and got behind the free safety in front of the corner, leveraged them there. Great throw from Sam Carter. Big first down on 3rd and 14.
Beautiful throw there from Sam Carter, the sophomore, and he did a nice job getting that ball to Trevor Myers over the middle of the field. With 1:49 to go here in the first quarter, the Indian Valley Braves come out at 2 wide receivers split here to the near side I formation. The handoff, we got another stoppage of play. It looks like we're going to have a timeout on the field, and we'll take it with them. Back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Big Z Sports right here on Z Country 99.9.
Tailgating season is here, so why not do it in style with a new vehicle from Parkway Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Dover. Bring your trade and ask about great financing options on any car, truck, or SUV on the lot. Joel and the Parkway Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram team will help you shop and find the best deal for you. No hassle and no stress. Fall is the perfect time for a great deal. Your way, the right way. Visit Parkway Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram.com and drive forward.
Back out here at Indian Valley High School. No score here of our game in the first quarter. 1:43 to go till the second quarter. Real quick look at the TMK Valley Propane scoreboard. The Chardon, what are they? The Chardon Hilltoppers are leading New Philadelphia 7-0 in the second quarter. Ridgewood up on Sandy Valley 7-0. Gabe Tingles back, throws a touchdown pass to Xander Straub. The handoff to Tyson Pryor, and he's met right about the line of scrimmage, and it's going to bring up a second down for the Indian Valley Braves. Other scores around the area: West Branch leading Carrollton 14-0. TCC up on Newcomerstown 13-0. And that's all the scores that we have in our area for tonight. East Canton up on Strasburg 6-0 as well. So another TMK Valley Propane scoreboard update. Big thanks to TMK Valley Propane for their support of Big Z Sports. Shotgun formation, 2 backs next to Sam Carter. He's going to fake it to Tyson Pryor, and he's going to keep it and get stuck by number 4, Sam Page. And that was a big hit from the senior to the sophomore.
I'm really impressed with how he plays. His eyes are so quick. And when you think eyes, that's what you start with. Your eyes take your feet to the ball. He did just that. And when he arrives angry.
Yeah, he arrived very viciously on that hit on Sam Carter. And Sam gets the play from the sideline, runs back in the huddle. It's going to be a 3rd down and 7 from the Garaway 26-yard line. 31 seconds to go here in the first quarter. I formation, 2 receivers to the far side. It's going to be a rollout. Sam Carter pumps once, fires to the sideline, and it is almost intercepted by a Garaway defender. Cannot see. Looks like number 5, Brady Roden. He out-jumped the Indian Valley receiver to knock that ball away in the end zone.
They play with great leverage, and we talked about that in the pregame. The Roden twins, they play with inside leverage. They keep inside leverage. They're athletic enough, tall enough at 6 foot, or 6'1", 170 to get up there and knock away the ball, and that's what they did there. It's technique over athleticism. Great job there by the corner.
So it's going to bring up a 4th down and 7 for the Indian Valley Braves at the Garaway 26-yard line. A little deep for Daniel Miller, the kicker. So the Braves are going to go for it here. The Garaway defense, they got trips receivers here to the near side for the Braves. It's going to be a fake to Tyson Pryor, a little bitty screen. And it's out to Gavin Henry. He gets inside the 20-yard line. Going to be very, very close to a first down. Sam Page in on the stop for the Garaway Pirates. Let's see what they call it. It's going to be very, very close. And they called it a first down, an Adams board first down for the Indian Valley Braves. A little quick hitter out to Gavin Henry.
Yeah, the Gavin Henry, they got him on the swing there. They simply outnumbered him, and the linebacker couldn't get out there quite in time to make the play. Big, huge first down for Indian Valley. That's been their MO. Nothing than a big chunk so far.
That's going to do it for the first quarter. There's no score here at Indian Valley. We're going to take a timeout. Back after this. You're listening to Big Z Sports and high school football. Thanks to Claxon Communications, Kent State Tuscarawas, and the Parkway Quick Lane for our live stream tonight. And, of course, high school football right here on Z Country 99.9.
If you're purchasing a new home, the team at Hartzler's Quality Housing is here to help. Take advantage of record low interest rates to make your new home a reality. Locally owned and operated since 1978, Hartzler's Quality Housing has the experience to guide you through the process. You'll find a wide selection of model homes on site to fit any budget. Open 6 days a week just off I-77. You can also visit them online at hartzlers.com. Hartzler's Quality Housing. Quality from start to finish.
Wood Electric has been trusted with all of your electrical needs for over 30 years. They are the place to call for residential, commercial, and industrial work. Wood Electric is available 24 hours a day and ready to help with any electrical problem, outage, or installation. Wood Electric, serving Tuscarawas County and beyond since 1988. Like Wood Electric on Facebook or find them online at woodelectric.net.
Back out here at Indian Valley High School, the Indian Valley Braves back out of the huddle, and they get a hard count, and it looks like we're going to have a flag on the play. It's going to be a false start on the Indian Valley Braves. Another 5-yard penalty for the Braves here tonight.
Yeah, they've really struggled with that at the line of scrimmage. There's been quite a few penalties so far early in this game, really hurting each offense. It really hurts the rhythm and momentum, and it backs you up behind the sticks. Hard to call offense at 1st and 15.
Reset the scoreboard here. We are at the start of the second quarter. 12 minutes on the clock. Of course, no time come off. No score between Garaway and Indian Valley. The Braves have it 1st and 15 at the Garaway 23-yard line. Full house backfield. The hand is to Pryor, and he's going to be met in the backfield and dropped again by number 57, Jarrett Wallach, the junior linebacker, coming in and stopping Pryor for a loss.
Jarrett used his hands, got by the offensive lineman, made the big hit in the backfield. That was a great play. Now it's second down and a long way here.
They're going to call it second down and about 16 to go for the Indian Valley Braves at the Garaway 25-yard line. It's been a back and forth struggle tonight between the Garaway Pirates and Indian Valley Braves. Defensive struggle as the Indian Valley Braves come out in an I formation with a receiver split here to the near side. It's going to be a toss out here to Gavin Henry. He's waiting, and he is going to be slipped out of a tackle, and then he is going to get dropped in the backfield by number 57, Jarrett Wallach. Wallach in the backfield 2 plays in a row.
Yeah, he's living in there right now, and he's making an impact. It's third and, as you would say, I think an Uber, Joe, but it's going to be third and a long way. But they're slanting, they're moving. They're not just going to play flat defense. They're trying to get penetration and get Indian Valley before they get going.
It's going to bring up a 3rd down and 20 now from the Garaway 29-yard line. Indian Valley going backwards here on this drive with 10:42 to go here in the second quarter. No score between the Braves and Pirates. It's going to be a play-action pass. They'll set up a screen here to Tyson Pryor, and we have a blockers out front, but he's going to be knocked out of bounds by guess who? Jarrett Wallach at the 20-yard line, but we do have a flag on the play thrown back at about the 22-yard line. Let's see what the flag is going to be. It looks like it's going to be against the Indian Valley Braves. At least the Pirates are signaling that way, but the officials are talking about it.
That's in the hold block in the back area, so we'll have to look here.
Let's see what the call is. They are looking. It is going to go against the Indian Valley Braves. And let's see what the call is by the White Hat. It's going to be a hold
yep,
against the Indian Valley Braves. That's going to back them up.
When you see them thrown into that area, you know it's either a hold, a face mask, or a block in the back. And when Garaway was pointing this way, we had a pretty good idea what was happening. And then it's going to be third down, repeat third down again, but it's a long way.
The Indian Valley Braves started with their drive, 1st and 10. They're down to 3rd and 26. They've had a couple tackle for losses, a couple penalties, and now they are backed up here on the Garaway now 34-yard line. Now we have a timeout on the field. and they're taken by the Garaway Pirates, and we'll take it with them. Back in 30 seconds. You're listening to High School Football right here on Z Country 99.9.
McInturf Realty and our top producing agents have been serving the residents of Tuscarawas County and surrounding areas for the past 28 years. We live, work, and play here, and we take pride in being your hometown agency. It's our promise to treat you the way you want to be treated. So make the call to McInturf Realty at 330-364-SOLD or visit us online at mcinturfrealty.net.
Back to the field with Joe Geckler and Travis McClellan.
Back to Indian Valley High School. Joe Geckler, Travis McClellan, Shannon Thomas on the sidelines tonight for us. We'll head down to the sidelines here after this next play, but the Indian Valley Braves are 3rd and 26 now from the Garaway 34-yard line. 10.5 to go here in the first half. No score between these two Titans of the I.V.C. It's going to be a shotgun formation. Sam Carter fires over to the far side, and the defender for the Garaway Pirates was number 3, Alexander Roden. Had position, high-pointed the ball, just could not come down with it on the interception attempt.
Yeah, they didn't get the interception there, but he did, like you said, he was in position to make the play, knocked it down. Now it's 4th down, and they're for a long way away here, so you're going to probably see a field position type punt.
Yeah, there's maybe a little pooch punt here from the Indian Valley Braves as they bring in wholesale changes. It looks like they are going to change it up here as the Garaway Pirates aren't buying it. They don't have a guy back deep. They're going to we're going to see what happens now. They're going to have a guy go back deep. And again, looks like there's some confusion on the Garaway side.
They had 12 out on the field, so they had to call timeout.
Another more confusion on the field for the Garaway Pirates, so they take a timeout. We'll keep it right here at Indian Valley as there's no score in the second quarter. 10 minutes, 23 seconds to go. 3rd down and 26. It should be 4th down and 26 for the Indian Valley Braves. They're going to punt the ball away after this timeout, but it's been a defensive struggle so far here tonight.
It has been. Both teams are playing extremely well defensively, and a lot of times in these games, defense wins, and it takes a while for the offense to figure out what to do. Defenses are flying around, and that's why you see a couple big plays that Indian Valley got was catching Garaway over, pursuing and being aggressive, got behind them for big yards.
A quick TMK Valley Propane scoreboard update. Chardon still up on New Philadelphia 7-0. East Canton leads Strasburg 14-6. Ridgewood up on Sandy Valley 14-7. West Branch leads Carrollton 14-6. Colton Thomas back to kick the ball away for the Indian Valley Braves, and he gets a high end over and kick, and that's going to bounce into the end zone. Going to be a touchback, and the Garaway Pirates will take over 1st and 10 at their 20-yard line. But let's head down to the sidelines, talk with Shannon Thomas. Shannon, we've talked about it all night, and we said it coming into the game. This is going to be a defensive struggle, but it seems like the Indian Valley Braves are kind of shooting themselves in the foot a little bit with penalties and lost plays on the offensive side of the football.
Yeah, Matt Lancaster can't be happy about these penalties. They've moved the ball in a couple big plays, but then the penalties take them back out of the field position. And so now they got to regroup and figure out a way to move that ball without getting them penalties. Garaway's got to find a way to get their offense going.
That trip to the sidelines brought to you by Crocker's Bar and Grill as the Garaway Pirates are back on the field in shotgun formation. It's going to fire out to Ethan Miller on the far side. He's up to the 30, makes one guy miss and runs him over at about the 32-yard line as Ethan Miller. Nice pitch and catch from Logan Yoder to Ethan Miller as
Remington Myers
in on the stop for the Indian Valley Braves. If that's going to be another Adams board first down for the Pirates as they're quick out of the huddle again. 5 wide receivers, 3 split here to the near side and 2 over on the far side. Logan Yoder in the shotgun formation with a hard count, stands up, looks over to his coach, and changes the play for the Pirates. He takes the snap, he's looking, fires over to the far side, has his receiver, and it is caught over there. Looks like number 16 or number 10, J.D. Young on the reception, the 6'1", 195-pound senior. And that's going to be another first down for the Garaway Pirates. They're starting to move the football through the air a little bit, little hurry-up offense.
They're going tempo here to work the Braves' defense.
3 wide receivers here to the near side, 2 to the far side. Gabe Amicone split here to the near side as he's filling in for number 17, Zenick Patchen, who was shaken up earlier in the football game. You have Jensen Garber and J.D. Young split to the far side. Ethan Miller's here on the near side as well. The ball is tipped at the line of scrimmage off the right arm of Logan Yoder. Looks like Sam Zerker was able to get his hand on the football. Going to bring up second down for the Pirates.
It took all 6'2" of Zerker there to reach up and touch the ball, but the reason the Pirates are going tempo, it's not to go fast and no huddle. What it is it won't allow Indian Valley to sub, and they have to stay basic defense, easier read for the quarterback, Logan Yoder.
So number 5, Brady Roden, split out here to the near side with Ethan Miller and Gabe Amicone. You have J.D. Young and Jensen Garber split to the far side. Logan Yoder in the shotgun formation. Takes the snap. Draw by the quarterback, Logan Yoder. He's all the way up to midfield, just past midfield into Indian Valley territory at the 49-yard line. Looks like Evan Broom was in on the stop for the Indian Valley Braves. Going to bring up third down and short now for the Pirates.
And Bircher there on the tackle. They're going quick. They're getting up the line of scrimmage so they can keep it basic. Gives Logan Yoder an easy read. They're calling it a play, maybe 2 or 3 plays after they look at the defense.
Logan takes the snap out of the shotgun formation, has a guy wide open, finds him over to the far side of the field, and that's going to be number 16, Jensen Garber on the reception. They're going to be another Adams board first down for the Pirates. Nice pitch and catch from number 2 to number 16.
So much of playing offense and receiver in here is you got to find the open zone between the safety, corner, and linebackers, and Garber did just that. He settled down and made the play. Great throw.
Pistol formation now. The hand is to Ethan Miller. Up the middle, runs over the linebacker, gets inside the 20-yard line to about the 18-yard line. Looks like Trevor Myers was the victim of that trucking by Ethan.
There.
Man, it was a collision by the two, and Ethan Miller dove forward inside the Little Caesars red zone to the 18-yard line. It's going to be second down and 3 now for the Pirates as they come out again in the pistol formation. 2 wide receivers split here to the near side, 2 to the far side with J.D. Young now going in the motion here to the near side.
Stretch.
The handoff is to Ethan Miller on the stretch play, and he gets back to the line of scrimmage, maybe picks up 1 on the play. Going to bring up third down and very short for the Pirates. Looks like Sam Zerker again in on the stop. We've called number 60's name a lot here tonight. 7:38 to go here in the second quarter. No score between Indian Valley and Garaway. The 2 unbeatens in the I.V.C. going toe-to-toe, helmet-to-helmet, and fisticuffs here tonight at Indian Valley High School. Third down and 1, the scoreboard reads. It's going to be a shotgun formation, 2 wide receivers. As Brady Roden goes in motion to the far side, it's going to be a quarterback power draw, and he gets inside the 15-yard line, close to the 14-yard line. That's going to be enough for another Adams board first down for the Garaway Pirates. They have their keys in the ignition because they're on a drive.
Yeah, they're really going hard at the football. They're running. It started, if you remember back here, throwing the bubble to Ethan Miller, getting him out in space. They've really controlled the tempo. They're getting up to the line of scrimmage, keeping Indian Valley basic, and trying to dissect them from there. They're doing a great job of settling down in bubbles.
First and 10 at the Indian Valley 14-yard line inside the Little Caesars red zone. A bad snap by, and Logan Yoder was able to receive it and then throw it out to the far sideline. Wow, what a very poised play by the junior quarterback, Logan Yoder. The snap went over his head. He fielded it, had his back turned to the defense, and then fired it to the far sideline, had a receiver there with the reception.
It was very dangerous. It was in the air a long time, Joe.
Very, very dangerous play, but it worked out for the Garaway Pirates. Going to bring up second down now, and
thank you, turf, because you don't get that bounce on grass.
No, you don't. Second down and 3 now as the Pirates line up in shotgun formation. Going to be a run here again with Logan Yoder off the left side. He cuts over to the right side and gets stuck inside the 5-yard line down to about the 3-yard line. And it's going to be another Adams board first down for the Garaway Pirates. And guess what time it is, Travis?
It's the power football time, Joe?
Yes, diesel package for the Garaway Pirates. We saw this a couple of times up at Dalton a few weeks ago with Jarrett Wallach getting the football.
He got in twice there,
I remember. Yes, he did. So the Garaway Pirates now first and goal at the 3-yard line, knocking on the door. Indian Valley's defense, hands on hips. And let's see how the Garaway Pirates respond as Jarrett Wallach is lined up at that first I-back or fullback. He goes in motion now, and the hand is to Ethan Miller, and he gets very close to the goal line. It looks like he is going to be short of the goal line, brings up second down. Let's head down to Shannon Thomas as he is standing down there right on the goal line. And Shannon, how close are they to the end zone?
They look to be about 2 yards out still. Look like they got the momentum going, but I think they slipped over zone lineman.
So the Garaway Pirates, they're calling it 2nd and 1 from the 1 according to the scoreboard. It's to the far left of us at the other end of the field. Again, the diesel package in for the Garaway Pirates. Logan Yoder at quarterback. The hand to Ethan Miller. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Garaway Pirates. Ethan Miller, 6-0 Pirates over Indian Valley.
You call him JT. His mom calls him Jarrett. He cleared the way there from the first fullback spot. Ethan Miller went in untouched.
I call him road grader on that play. He knocked out a big hole there for Ethan Miller to get into the end zone, and the Pirates are on the scoreboard first with 5:33 to go here in the second quarter, 6-0. And now freshman kicker number 11, Jace Wallach, on for the extra point. He is, if I can read this in the dark, 25 of 34 on extra points this year. They've scored a lot of points. He's a left-footed kicker, a straight-on kicker is the freshman Wallach.
Special teams going to play a
the
huge
snap,
part in
the
today's
hold,
game.
and it's going to get blocked by the Indian Valley Braves. You saw Colton Thomas coming off the end there. It looks like number 7 and number 42, Trevor Myers, were in there, but I think Colton Thomas got his paw on the football to block it, so there's no extra point, no good. The Garaway Pirates, though, lead 6-0 on a 1-yard touchdown run by Ethan Miller. And, that was a very up-tempo and methodical Garaway touchdown drive.
100%. They went early, they went fast, but you got to get that. You got to get the field goal snap off in 1.2 to 1.3 seconds. It was a little slower there. When you got athletes like Myers and Thomas coming off the edge, that could be a huge play, 6-0.
Let's head down to the sidelines now and talk with Shannon Thomas. His trip to the sidelines brought to you by Crocker's Bar and Grill in Dover. And Shannon, it looks like number 7, Colton Thomas, was able to get his paw on that extra point to block it. But the Garaway Pirates, they go down the field, methodical fashion, passing, and then they get into the end zone on a power running game as they've done all season.
Yeah, like Travis said, I think they changed up the momentum on their offense a little bit. They was getting to the line fast. It didn't give Indian Valley time to dissect what was going on. They was able to pass it, get it down the field, and then once they get down the side of 10, you know what's coming. They're going to bring in that diesel package, and they're just going to get behind Wallach and just run her in.
Shannon, what did you see on that blocked extra point coming off the edge? It looks like Colton was coming off the right edge there and got his hand on the football.
Yeah, it looked like him and Trevor both got a good jump and got in there. I really couldn't tell who got to it because of where I'm standing, so I was just number 7 got his paw on it, and I won't know until I go back and watch the replay from Claxton.
Absolutely. Again, big thanks to Claxton Communications, of course, Parkway Quick Lane, and Kent State Tuscarawas for our live stream tonight. If you haven't done it, go to our YouTube channel and make sure you like and subscribe our YouTube channel for Big Z Sports. You can do that. You can watch all of our live play-by-play action this season. You can also find the link on our Facebook page, WTUZ Big Z Sports, on Twitter at Big_Z Sports, and, of course, Instagram as well, as Big Z Sports is all over social media. If you want to see what we're calling, go watch the game live. There's no worry about a tape delay broadcast. We are live when we do our games.
Live in living color.
Yep, you will see it as we call it here with Big Z Sports and our YouTube channel. Big thanks again to Claxton Communications, Kent State Tuscarawas, and the Parkway Quick Lane. Jace Wallach has it teed up at the 40, and he's going to put a high end over and kick, fielded at about the 20-yard line by number 42, Trevor Myers, and he is going to bring it out inside the 25, almost to the 30-yard line, maybe to the 29-yard line is Trevor Myers, and that's where the Indian Valley Braves will take over.
Kicking there, and he got a bench return on for Indian Valley, but the Garaway Pirates covered it well. Kept them inside the 30 there, and they got to go most of the field here with 5:25 to go in the half.
The Garaway Pirates lead 6-0 here at Indian Valley High School, the battle of the unbeatens in the I.V.C. Garaway's on the board first with 5:25 to go here in the first half. A low-scoring defensive struggle between both of these powerhouses in the I.V.C. The hand is to Gavin Henry off the left side. He lowers his shoulder and gets over number 8, Mason Elliott. Going to bring up a second down and about 7 for the Indian Valley Braves.
Indian Valley going with a little misdirection there, trying to move the Garaway defense. Sam Carter comes this way. The ball goes left with Henry. What they're trying to do is not just go power, trying to slow down that pursuit of the Pirate defense.
Under 5 minutes to go here in the first half. The Garaway Pirates lead 6-0. Shotgun formation. 2 backs in the backfield next to Sam Carter. He fakes it, fires over to the far side to a wide open receiver, and that's going to be number 42, Trevor Myers, for the Indian Valley Braves. On the reception, that's going to be another Adams board first down.
Very soft cover 3 there out of the Pirates. They're lined up 8-9 yards off the receiver, and what he did is just run a stop there, Joe, and they delivered the football. That's free money when they're going to play that soft in the defensive backfield.
4:30 to go here in the first half. Garaway leads 6-0 over Indian Valley, as Indian Valley takes their time, as they usually do, to get into the huddle and out of the huddle. They are in an I formation with Trevor Myers split here to the near side. Sam Carter under center with Tyson Pryor dotting the I. And it's going to be another false start on the Indian Valley Braves. That's got to be 4 or 5 of those tonight.
It's not been real good there for the Braves offense. I know you're excited. I know you're amped up, but you got to settle in and play the game. Unfortunately, they're really hurting their offense by getting those penalties and putting them behind the sticks.
Going to back them up 5 yards for the Indian Valley Braves at first down and 15 now from their own 39-yard line. We saw this on a couple of drives tonight. They start out in good field position, and by the time they're done, they are backed up a good 10, 15, 20 yards at some point.
The Pirate defense is good. You don't have to help them, and unfortunately, when you do that, you're backing yourself up.
2 receivers split here to the near side, and the handoff is to Tyson Pryor, and he's met in the backfield. Looks like number 51 for the Garaway Pirates in on the stop.
It's going to be number 51, Braden Adams, the senior, 6'2", 225 pounds. Knifes in there and makes the stick on the ISO.
He got the first hit, and then a couple other Pirates got in there to clean it up, as it's going to bring up a second down now and 17. They say a loss of 2 on that play for Tyson Pryor. The Indian Valley Braves break the huddle. They have one wide receiver here to the far side. Illegal substitution is what's going to be called here against the Indian Valley Braves. That's going to be another 5-yard penalty. Coach Lancaster cannot be happy with all these penalties.
No, he's not happy he yelled there, but that was a legal substitution. I think that's a coaching mistake there.
So we will see another 5-yard penalty on the Indian Valley Braves. Back them up to second down and 22 now, as they are just backing up and letting the Garaway defense get a little bit of rest here. They come out in a wide receiver split here to the near side, one to the far side, I formation. You have Tyson Pryor. Again, another flag on the Indian Valley Braves. It looks like it's going to be another false start. And that's exactly what it is, another 5-yard penalty. We talked about it, Travis, right before this drive started. 1st and 10, they get a penalty. It's happened all first half for the Braves.
You got to win first down, and right now the Braves aren't doing it. As a matter of fact, they're not even just winning it. They're not giving themselves a chance with these early penalties.
These penalties are happening at most inopportune times.
And that's not what usually happens with the Indian Valley Braves. They're very disciplined right now. Maybe they're just heads in the game, and just unfortunately it's not doing well for the Braves offense.
2:40 to go here in the first half. The Garaway Pirates lead 6-0 on an Ethan Miller 1-yard touchdown run. It looks like we're going to have a timeout on the field, and we will take it with them. Back in 30 seconds. You're listening to High School Football with Big Z Sports right here on Z Country 99.9.
Are you looking for a local propane supplier? TMK Valley Propane would like to offer you our hassle-free guarantee. We can provide you excellent service with automatic fill options, budget plans, and easy delivery. Let TMK show you how we take the hassle out of your winter heating needs. Give us a call today for a free site evaluation, 330-897-3911.
All the way with TMK, service with a personal touch.
Geckler and Travis McClellan.
Back out here at Indian Valley High School. 2:37 to go here in the first half. The Garaway Pirates lead 6-0. Let's head down to the sidelines and talk with Shannon Thomas. Shannon, these drives in consecutive fashion have been going backwards because of penalties.
Yeah, the penalties are really getting to them. But what I've noticed on a couple of those false starts is the center who was flinching with the ball before he ever gets a chance to snap it.
So it looks like the center is having the problem here today. That's going to be Cam Anderson, number 76, the center for the Indian Valley Braves. He's a senior, maybe just anxious to get off the field here. Is this going to be a a play-action pass, and Sam Carter finds his receiver out about the 40-yard line where he's going to be driven down at about the 41-yard line, going to be short of the first down by about 11 yards or 12 yards or so, going to bring up third down. A nice gain, though, on second down.
Yeah, that was a nice gain. What they did is run a little counter pass there. They gave him a counter action in the backfield, and the fullback or the running back there, Tannen McCombs, number 5, leaks out, and you deliver the football from Sam Carter. Great play designed by Matt Lancaster.
Yeah, Tanyan McComb, the sophomore, also a baseball player here for the Indian Valley Braves. They're under 2 minutes to go here in the first half. The Indian Valley Braves trail 6-0. Play action pass. He gets a lot of pressure, and he's going to be brought down in the backfield. Looks like going to be number 10, J.D. Young, on the quarterback sack as the Garaway Pirates had pressure in there. And J.D. Young was able to bring him down for a loss.
He looked, again, he's playing with like his hair on fire, he looks like, because he's flying around, made that big tackle. But we talked about it earlier. The Braves had 21 at tight end on the backside. Cale Coachman, he was open down the seam. Just no time to get him the football.
The Garaway defense applying all that pressure up the middle and off the end as J.D. Young from his defensive end spot was able to get the sack of Sam Carter. Going to bring up fourth down now and 37. That can't be right.
No, that's not 17.
Yeah, third down and 17. The scoreboard was playing games with me.
It was. The scoreboard operator was messing with us.
You saw it, right?
I did. I know. I 100% saw it.
All right.
But I was looking down here at the sticks.
When I said 37, I looked up at the sticks. I'm like, that's not 37.
No, it wasn't 37.
You can see that from here. That's not 37.
That was fat fingering by the scoreboard operator.
It was, for sure. And, of course, minute 45 to go here in the first half. Coming up in our First National Bank of Denison halftime report, the guys back in the Hartsource Quality Housing Studio will check in with our stringers covering other games in our area. The snap is back to the Indian Valley punter, Colton Thomas, and he is going to take a little bit of a Garaway roll and go sideways and down at about the 40 or the 35-yard line. So the Indian Valley Braves punt the ball away with a minute 35 to go here in the first half. The Garaway Pirates take it over, and let's see if they can get a quick strike offense and see what happens. Of course, the Indian Valley Braves get the ball to start the second half.
They do get the ball to start off. We'll see if Jason Wallach, there's one of two philosophies here. You're going to run the football and see if you can get something and then go for a big strike, or come right out of the box with a big strike, or maybe a little trick play here.
So we have a shotgun formation. Logan Yoder in the shotgun, 2 wide receivers split here to the near side, 3 to the far side as Yoder takes the snap. Looking, pumps once, gets pressure, rolling to the far side, has his receiver. That's going to be number 9, Ethan Miller. He's out to about the 46-yard line. That's going to be enough for an Adams board first down.
They're going tempo.
And they are going tempo with 1:24 to go here in the first half. Up 6-0 are the Garaway Pirates. Again, shotgun formation. 3 wide receivers here to the near side. Logan Yoder takes a snap, looking. Now he evades the pressure, and the Garaway offensive line giving them a great amount of time. And it looks like we are going to have a flag on the play. It's probably going to be a hold. It's back in the area when Logan Yoder starts scrambling around, and the Garaway offensive line kind of got a handful of jerseys.
When the quarterback starts scrambling and the umpire throws the flag up towards the line of scrimmage, you might as well just back it up 10, because that's what's coming.
So a lot of scrambling and bizarre play right there as Logan Yoder was trying to find a receiver wide open. The Indian Valley defense did a great job with coverage in the back half of that defense, but the Garaway Pirates break the huddle again real quick. 3 receivers here to the near side, 2 over on the far side. About a minute to go here in the first half. Pirates lead 6-0. Logan Yoder takes a snap, looking. Now he takes off running. He's here at the 30. Has a receiver wide open.
Patchen.
And Patchen's back in and catches the ball at about the 40.
Clock's moving. No
44-yard line for the Garaway Pirates. Going to bring up a
second and 12.
Second down and 12 now. Shotgun formation. Hair on fire here up in the... Again, Garaway takes the snap. Logan Yoder looking, scrambling, fires over to the far side, has his receiver in and out of his hands at about the 42-yard line, and it was intended for number 9, Ethan Yoder. A lot of craziness going on right now. Everybody's in a hurry and trying to get down into field goal range or even get a score on the board with about 30 seconds to go here. But it's going to bring up 3rd and 12 now for the Garaway Pirates. Let's take a deep breath. We are at 3rd and 12 with 30 seconds to go here for the Garaway Pirates, who lead 6-0. They're 3rd and 12. at their own 43-yard line. They get in the huddle with the clock stopped. They come out with 3 wide receivers to the far side, 2 split here to the near side with Logan Yoder, number 2, the Garaway quarterback, in the shotgun formation. He takes it with a quarterback draw, and he gets up to about the 45-yard line, almost to midfield to the 48-yard line, and that's going to be going to bring up 4th down and a ways. That may do it. That looks like it's going to do it for the first half, and the Garaway Pirates are walking off the field, going to the locker room, as are the Indian Valley Braves, as they head to the locker room. And that's going to be the first half between Indian Valley and Garaway. We are at halftime. The Pirates lead the Braves 6-0. Stay tuned for our First National Bank of Denison halftime report with the guys back in the studio after this on Z Country 99.9.
Hi, I'm Zach Motice with the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency. For all your auto, home, farm, and business insurance needs, contact our team at the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency, or stop in and see us at one of our locations in downtown New Philadelphia or Sugar Creek, providing excellent service to the Tuscarawas Valley since 1885. Here at the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency, we'd like to wish all of the area athletes and teams good luck this fall.
Busy schedule? Check out Benson's Heat and Eat section with a variety of entrees and sides for you to choose from. And don't forget, Monday through Friday from 4 to 6, Benson's culinary team prepares hot, made-from-scratch dinners, complete with garden salad and bread and butter. Just call ahead to order. For daily and weekly specials, visit bensonsmc.com. Follow them on Facebook or stop into the market. Benson's Market and Catering, 207 North Worcester Avenue in Dover.
The certified public accountants at Moore Niedenthal Incorporated believe in the value of relationships. Moore Niedenthal has been in business for over 40 years in your community, helping individuals and businesses grow. Moore Niedenthal can help manage and prepare your payroll, plan your estate, and prepare your business and personal income taxes. Stop in to the new Moore Niedenthal facility on North Worcester Avenue in Dover and become a valued client today.
PAC Drilling, a family-owned and operated company since 2005 in Bolivar, takes pride in being an economic oil and gas drilling company. PAC's objective is to contribute to American energy independence through profitable development, operation, and marketing of oil and natural gas wells. PAC also employs operating technicians to oversee each and every well drilled to maximize its productivity and longevity. Contact PAC Drilling at pacdrilling.com.
East Canton 28-6. That game in the second quarter. West Holmes and Lexington all knotted up at 7. That game in the second quarter. West Branch leads Carrollton 20-7, and Steubenville Central Catholic 14, Conotton Valley 8. The game we're going to talk about now, the Ridgewood Generals lead the Sandy Valley Cardinals 27-7, and there's a big guy that they like to see back on the field down there in West Lafayette, and we have Daniel Adams on the line now.
Let's head to the field for a Lehigh Ensley Insurance Live Look-In.
Daniel Adams, number 2, back on the field for the Ridgewood Generals.
Absolutely, and he's looking pretty good.
Yeah, I would say he's looking pretty good. He's got, 2 touchdown passes and a touchdown run in the first half.
Yep.
Yeah, and Daniel, I do have to say, getting Gabe Tingle back in the game for the Ridgewood Generals, I know that has to be very exciting for them, but just more or less just of a joke here. But any flexes on any of those touchdown runs this time around? It's been a while since he's been able to do that.
Nope, there was no flexes towards you or me.
Well, taking a look at the stats here in the first half, Gabe Tingle a 7-yard touch. Gabe Tingle 31-yard touchdown pass to Xander Strout, a 7-yard TD to Dalton Patterson, a 7-yard TD run, and Keegan Millender, a 27-yard TD run. Talk to us about Ridgewood's offense and how it looks with number 2 back at the helm.
You know, they've just been doing what they're supposed to do. They've just been being able to take control of the game. I mean, their offense has been on field, and, you know, their defense has been doing a great job, too, just keeping it 3 and out so that their offense can work and get all those scores.
Daniel, with this game, obviously with it being 27-7, going in, you said it is at the half, correct?
We got about 54 seconds left till half.
About 54 seconds. Obviously, until the second half starts, nobody knows anything. Do you expect Gabe Tingle to play in the second half with the score already being 27-7 this early in the game?
If I had, just with my knowledge about football and whatnot, I think they might have the starters out for maybe a series or two going into the third quarter. If they can keep doing what they're doing, then they'll rest them for next week.
Daniel, I do have to I want to ask also, with having Tingle back in the game like that, have you noticed a boost in the energy maybe for that general sideline?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. You can just tell that their offense is sparked up. People are making plays. They're doing what they're supposed to do. And, Tingle's just doing what he's always been able to do.
Well, Daniel, thank you very much for joining us during our First National Bank of Denison halftime report. I'm sure we'll talk to you post-game. And tell Gabe if he might want to get ready. If his head's feeling a little cold, we might have something headed his way to help him with that.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Thanks, guys.
All right, that is Daniel Adams.
You probably just confused Daniel.
I did. Because we're on the same page now.
Yeah,
we're good to go now. He understands my lingo.
Yeah. So what was interesting though for this game, starting out 7-7, we all kind of looked at each other like, man, Tingle's back on the field and it's tied up after the first quarter. We were kind of questioning some things. There is no question that number 2 is definitely back after we watched some of those highlights that were posted on our Facebook page. So really, really good sign there to see Tingle back in, shaping him up for a huge matchup into next week with Indian Valley. But of course, task at hand still being the Sandy Valley Cardinals.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, that's great to see it's just great to see as a football fan to see Gabe Tingle back out on the field. Obviously, the fear whenever that injury took place, what was it, 3-4 weeks ago? Everybody was pretty concerned, obviously, with the recent things that have happened. So it's just, as a football fan, doesn't matter who you root for.
Yes.
You're just thrilled to see Gabe being able to get back out on the field.
I can honestly say, too, by one of the highlight videos that Daniel Adams put on there, there's no ill effects in that shoulder because holy cow is he slinging it.
Yeah, that was a seed, we'll say.
Yeah, that's a fair way to say it.
That's what pitchers say when they throw a perfect strike down the middle about 100 mile an hour, a seed. Yes. And let's go ahead and do another Inslee Insurance Live look-in and head over to the Brick House, Ryan McClellan. Ryan, the Tornadoes trail 7-0 at the end of the first quarter. Talk to us about how that game's going.
Well, guys, I have to get away from this mic. I'm sorry. It's the battle of the hogs tonight, guys. You talk about it every week about Dover's D-line, the McVicker being the lead guy. He's stepping up when he needs to tonight. But Strongsville's big guys up front are, they're giving them all they can have, too. And, they're all 6 foot, I think, of the 2 tackles. And, the quarterback right now for Strongsville is giving Dover's defense a little bit of trouble. He's very quick on his feet. If he feels the pressure, he's looking to run, and he was the one that able to get him, down the field to get that touchdown.
Ryan, something that we did notice when we were looking into Strongsville before they played Dover tonight, that the Mustangs do have an ability to get the ball down the field in the passing game. Has the Tornadoes done a decent job, at least, with limiting that, considering the score is only 7-0?
They've been playing a very soft defense. They've been giving them like the 5 yards, and that's about it. They're trying to limit big plays. And, Strongsville's capitalizing on those short passes. They're getting the ball out quick, and they're quick. They got some speed on the outside, and that's kind of how their game is going in the first half. There into the last 2 minutes when they drove down the field, they were being very conservative, just running the ball, handing it off. The quarterback, like I said earlier, he took a couple sneaks. But, yeah, Dover's been doing a great job stopping that big air attack that you guys were looking at earlier.
Ryan, one thing in a game like this, 7-0, Strongsville holds the lead, but in a game like this, a one-score game doesn't really mean a whole lot, and we all know what Dover can do, how they'll make adjustments at the half. I think you're in for one heck of a second half of football.
Yeah, I agree. Dover had a couple of opportunities there right in the second quarter. They drove down the field, had a hit out of bounds that was on Strongsville. They gave them, extra 10, 15 yards there. It was like a 25-yard flip. And then Dover, took 2 shots in the end zone to Farland, and then, just came up empty. Dover's right in this game. I wouldn't say they're getting manhandled. Just both Wild Hogs here, they're just going at it, and it's a great game.
All right. We appreciate it, Ryan. We'll hopefully talk to you after our game wraps up, okay?
All right, guys. Sounds good.
All right. That is Ryan McClellan over at the Brick House. We're going to take a quick break and then come back, and we'll do a scoreboard update right after this timeout on Z Country 99.9.
The First National Bank.
Every sports fan enjoys seeing that big collision on the football field. But what's not so enjoyable is when your vehicle is involved in a collision or an automobile accident. That's where Gillen Body Shop on Cary Avenue in New Philadelphia can help. Gillen Body Shop offers an experienced staff that does the job right the first time and backs all their work with a 100% guarantee on all completed repairs. When unpredictable repairs from an auto accident are needed, make the right choice and contact Gillen Body Shop. Gillen Body Shop. Find them on Facebook or stop by Cary Avenue in New Philly.
Separate yourself from the crowd and be a rock star at Solid Rock Photos. I am Denny Trimmer, inviting you to our new studio home at 128 North Broadway in the heart of downtown New Philadelphia for an unforgettable rock star photo experience. You can learn more online at solidrockphotos.com and all of our social media platforms, or give us a call 330-795-0334.
Looking for a new place to grab a meal and relax? Crocker's Bar and Grill is the place to be for great food and fun. Crocker's is more than just ordinary bar food. Open 7 days a week, featuring great lunches starting at only $6 and a great dinner menu for dine-in or carry-out. Be sure to like Crocker's on Facebook for weekly specials, plus catch all the big college and pro games on the flat screens, and weekend deals on pizza and wings. Wear your orange and brown on Sundays for Browns pregame, including food and drink specials. Football season is the best time to stop into Crocker's Bar and Grill in Dover.
The Alcohol, Drug Addiction, and Mental Health Services Board of Tuscarawas and Carroll Counties is an agency established for the purpose of planning, funding, monitoring, and evaluating contracted mental health, alcohol, and drug treatment services. Services across 4 local agencies are available for county residents regardless of ability to pay. Mental health and physical health are connected, and taking care of both is a requirement for your well-being. Go to adamhtc.org for more information. Adams Board, supporting your journey to wellness.
The Hartzler's Quality Housing Studio and the First National Bank at Denison halftime show. Adam Sawaski, let's go ahead and hit a roaming insurance agency scoreboard update. We got a lot of good games going on right now.
Yes, we do. The game we're listening to tonight here on Z Country's Garaway leads Indian Valley 6-0 at the half. Strongsville leads Dover 7-0 also at the half. Claymont leads Tusky Valley 12-0. New Philadelphia trails Chardon 21-0. East Canton all over Strasburg 34-6. Ridgewood 27, Sandy Valley 7. Lexington leads West Holmes 10-7. A game we will definitely want to keep an eye on there.
Yes.
West Branch all over Carrollton 28-6. Steubenville Central Catholic leads Conotton Valley 14-8. And TCC all over New Cumberstown 20-0. A couple games outside of Z Country. Shelby leads Galleon 13-0. Salem leads Marlington 14-3. Kirtland leads Perry 17-6. And Medina all over Menor 21-7.
And I just want to go back, Adam, real quick to that West Holmes score, because I found this extremely interesting. Lexington leading 10-7 over West Holmes. We know what kind of defense the Knights have, and, well, offense for that matter, I should say. West Holmes right now has run 11 plays from scrimmage and have gone backwards for 11 yards. They just completed their first pass of the game for 6 yards, and there's 5 minutes to go until halftime.
Wow, that's...
that Lexington defense apparently really, really come into play, although Sam Williams-Dixon does have 5 carries for 45 yards, but because of sacks and things along those lines, West Holmes has been moving backwards.
Yeah, SWD, the big pick 6 too, right?
Yeah, he had a pick 6, also just had a 39-yard run from scrimmage, so SWD kicking it into gear here in the second quarter.
Taking a look at some stats from our game, the Indian Valley Braves, of course, they got an interception from Colton Thomas and a blocked point after touchdown, but the Ethan Miller 1-yard touchdown run, a Brady Roden interception has the Garaway Pirates, of course, up 6-0. When you look at the Ridgewood Generals, we talked about them. Gabe Tingle is playing tonight. He has 2 touchdown passes, a TD run, as well as Keegan Millender for the Ridgewood Generals, Adam.
Yeah, a game I wanted to look at the stats we have for the first half of the Chardon New Philadelphia game. Yes, it's 21-0, and yes, it's a dominant opponent that the Quakers are playing tonight. But the stats that I got were kind of, I was a little surprised. Coach Johnson talked about how much better his defense is playing, and they really are. Chardon, they're one of those teams that's going to run. They like to run the ball. They've held them to 136 yards of total offense. Total offense. I mean, you're talking about the Division III state champ. They haven't lost. Yeah, 28 carries, 119 yards, holding them to 4.2 yards per carry. The downside for the Quakers, they only have 14 total yards of offense. So your defense is playing well, but unfortunately that Chardon defense I've heard is pretty amazing. So all in all, again, tough opponent for the Quakers, but it sounds like they're stepping up to the challenge. It's just unfortunate on the scoreboard side of things. They do trail 21-0 at the half.
Yeah, that is kind of unfortunate for them. But looking at the Dover Tornadoes against Strongsville, Adam, we mentioned that Strongsville could have a pretty good defense, but the Tornadoes, which really weird is really their bread and butter on offense this year, has kind of been a power rushing game. They only have 5 rushing attempts in that first half, something that they're definitely going to have to probably flip the script on in that one. And not a lot of them have been in positive direction, so to speak, gains. So have to see what Dover does to possibly adjust there a little bit. In terms of the passing game, T.C. Mulk has been your bell cow mostly with that. A couple completions for him. I think he's 4 for 7, if I'm reading this correctly, but only 31 yards in that first half.
All right, and taking a look at some other stats, TCC. Let's see, Thane Mahaffey has a 18-yard touchdown catch from James Brooks. Also has a 2-yard touchdown run. And, of course, Jordan Cherry, a 46-yarder to Brooks. So TCC leading that game. Austin Coletti, an 18-yard touchdown pass to Brock Smith for Carrollton as they trail. Brody Rao, an 18-yard TD run. Graydon Mooneyham, a 40-yard TD pass to Brody Moreland. Has Claymont Mustangs on top, shutting out right now. Ben Petro, a 1-yard TD run for Sandy Valley. SWD, again, the 51-yard pick 6 for West Holmes. Lucas Lindsay to Derek Rissler for 70 yards for the Strasburg Tigers. And the only score for Conotton Valley, a 3-yard Maddox Walters TD run. Those are some of your stats here in our First National Bank of Denison halftime report. We're going to go ahead and wrap things up and get ready to send it back out for the second half of Indian Valley Garaway as Garaway leads 6-0. Of course, that action brought to you by Kent State Tuscarawas and Parkway Quick Lane. This has been a presentation of Big Z Sports, the First National Bank of Denison halftime report, and we'll be back out to the field right after this.
We are the Tyson family, and we would like to invite you to come visit your Little Caesars Pizza on West High Avenue in New Philadelphia.
Looking for a quick and affordable lunch that's ready when you are? Try the lunch combo at Little Caesars Pizza. For just $5, you'll get half of a deep dish pepperoni and cheese pizza, plus a 20-ounce Pepsi product. This tasty $5 combo is available daily, 11 until 2. And if you miss lunch, you can still take home the deep dish Little Caesars Pizza all day, every day for only $8. Big taste, small price.
Come visit us at Little Caesars Pizza on West High Avenue, New Philadelphia.
Powered by Purpose at Kent State University, Tuscarawas. Kent State Tusk offers over 30 bachelor's and associate degrees. We have over a dozen athletic programs, including basketball and volleyball. Student life is diverse with over 20 extracurricular student clubs. Our nursing and technology programs are some of the most sought after in the area. Staying local is the most cost-effective way of obtaining your degree. Define your own success. Powered by Purpose at Kent State University, Tuscarawas.
Hey there, sports fans. When it comes to taking care of the vehicle that transports your team, you expect it to be done with speed and accuracy. This is Phil Miller from the Parkway Quick Lane. When it comes to servicing your team's vehicle, let my team at Parkway Quick Lane deliver you the winning combination to keep your vehicle on the road and safe. If your vehicle needs to get off the sideline and back in the game, visit the Parkway Quick Lane for your next service appointment.
Sammy Sue's Barbecue on Front Street in Dover offers a menu full of house-smoked meats, including choices like ribs, chicken, steak, and pork. Sammy Sue's takes pride in knowing that everything on the menu is made fresh in their kitchen with the freshest ingredients. Sammy's also offers a variety of specials all week long, including the popular wing nights every Tuesday and Thursday. Find Sammy Sue's Barbecue on Facebook for a full list of daily specials and everything they have to offer.
Are you looking for a local propane supplier? TMK Valley Propane would like to offer you our hassle-free guarantee. We can provide you excellent service with automatic fill options, budget plans, and easy delivery. Let TMK show you how we take the hassle out of your winter heating needs. Give us a call today for a free site evaluation, 330-897-3911.
All the way with TMK, service with a personal touch.
Hey, if you're looking for a great pie, then call up mi amigos at the Pizza Parlor in Sugar Creek. They start with the homemade crust, topped with their own pizza sauce, and then some generous portions of fresh toppings. Try the Pizza Parlor Deluxe or the ATM with all of the meats, or make up your own pizza. They also have subs, fish, chicken, and more. The Pizza Parlor, Dover Road, Route 39 in Sugar Creek. Give them a ring at 330-852-4888. That's 852-4888.
When heading to any event this fall and you're in the McCully Drive, Uricksville area, the place to stop is 922 Drive-Thru for all of your on-the-go needs. They carry drinks, snacks, and all the necessities. With convenient hours of 9 a.m. to 10 p.m. Monday through Thursday, 9 a.m. to 11 p.m. Friday and Saturday, and 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Sunday, 922 Drive-Thru is there for you. Also serving your needs at the Shortstop location in Uricksville and CJ's Drive-Thru in Denison.
See where Shannon is. I see him there standing on the sidelines, and I will see if he can catch up. Jason Wallach looks like he's trying to track him down here. I don't know if Coach might be coming up from behind him. It looks like he's just now coming out here. So it'll be just a second, but great first half. Defensive struggle, what we thought it was going to be.
Everything we thought it was going to be.
We come in and said, man, we do not want a blowout.
No.
We want a close game. It's exactly what we got. We have, a second half of football to go, and it's 6-0 Garaway. What a great matchup.
Two I.V.C. Blue Bloods going at it, Joe, and this is everything it was built up to be. Couldn't ask for more.
Yeah, we're going to head down to the sidelines now and chat with Shannon Thomas as he checks in with head football coach Jason Wallach. Shannon?
Coach, the first half was a real defensive battle. You got your offense rolling a little bit there in the second quarter. What was your message to the guys at half?
Just keep the intensity up and high energy. Keep playing with intensity and energy.
All right, good luck in the second half.
That's Garaway head football coach Jason Wallach joining us here at halftime with the message, keep up the intensity. You got to keep up the intensity all 4 quarters against Indian Valley. Yeah. And I'm sure the message from Coach Lancaster to his club, stop the penalties and play Indian Valley football.
For sure. In one of these games, and this is what I love about the game, when you're coaching, you get tape, you prepare. But what happens, the other team's preparing too. And when they come with something different, you have to adjust on the fly. I'm sure Matt Lancaster didn't prepare for the 53, and I'm sure Jason Wallach didn't prepare for the 40 defense coming from Indian Valley. But that's what they came out with. It's who can make the most adjustments and do it well is going to win this football game.
Absolutely. And, it's going to be a fun second half. As we are looking for another good second half here. 6-0, coming up, gonna warm up period, like I said. But these teams are gonna butt heads here in the second half. It's gonna come down to the wire, and that's just a traditional I.V.C. football game.
Indian Valley gets the ball coming out down 6-0. How big is the blocked extra point going to be? We'll see here in the second half.
So again, we are at halftime. We will keep it here before we will not throw it back out to another break. About 10 seconds to go. Like you mentioned, Travis, the Indian Valley Braves will kick the ball away to the Indian Valley Braves here tonight.
Colton Thomas
in the second
and
half.
Trevor Myers deep.
Very physical football game here tonight.
Ooh.
Colton Thomas and, like you said, Trevor Myers back deep for
Standing
the
on
Indian
their
Valley
10.
Braves, and of course the kicker for the Garaway Pirates, number 11, Jace Wallach, will have the duties of kicking the football off as it's teed up at the 40-yard line. The Garaway Pirates will be going right to left on your radio dials again in the white uniforms with white pants, red jersey, or white pants, white jerseys, red sleeves, the red numerals trimmed in blue, white helmets with the Garaway G flag on the side. The Indian Valley Braves in their all blue, their navy blue pants, navy blue shirt. They have a red, white, and blue stripe down the side and stripes on the sleeve of the jersey. The numbers are in white with their blue helmets with the arrow on the side of the football, or side of the helmet. So we will see what happens here to start off the second half as the ball is teed up on the 40-yard line, and the freshman kicker, number 11, Jace Wallach, is back deep, checks both sides of the line. He is ready, and now he will put his left toe into the football and get it downfield, and it's going to be touched by an up man at about the 25-yard line, and it's going to be brought down inside the 30 to about the 32-yard line, and that's where the Indian Valley Braves will start their first drive of the second half.
Number 14 there for the Indian Valley Braves. Connor Eberly on the return there, but what that squib kick does is keep it out of the athlete's hands deep. Wallach's defense is playing well. He didn't want any momentum. Squib kick, give up a little field position, but not the big home run and momentum.
Just underway here in the second half. Garaway leads 6-0. Again, the Pirates have the lead. The Indian Valley Braves start 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line. They come out with a wide receiver split to the far side I formation with Cole Lancaster that dots the I. And the hand is to Tyson Pryor off the left side, and he gets tripped up right about the line of scrimmage, maybe a pickup of one.
Indian Valley comes out there with double tights, wing left, and trying to power the football. What they're doing is trying to combat that 50 defense from Garaway, trying to outman them and power the football.
So going to bring up a 2nd down and 9, a 1-yard pickup from Tyson Pryor, 11:27 to go here in the third quarter. The Garaway Pirates lead 6-0. I love doing games with Travis. It's so much fun.
We have a good time.
I formation again. Pryor in the backfield with Lancaster in front of him. The hand is to Pryor off the left side of that line again, and he gets back to about the line of scrimmage. Maybe another pickup of one.
A little subtle adjustment there from Coach Wallach. They're still in the 50, but they did that late shift. And what happens when your man blocking scheme and everybody moves, the offensive line has to communicate in a split second. You got a man unblocked. He made the tackle at the line of scrimmage. Quick adjustment there for the Garaway Pirates.
Under 11 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Garaway 6, Indian Valley nothing. It's 3rd down and 7 now from their own 36-yard line for the Indian Valley Braves. They're going to come out with trips receivers here to the near side with Colton Thomas, Trevor Myers, and Gavin Henry. Shotgun formation with Sam Carter. There's going to be a bubble screen out to Gavin Henry, and he catches it, but he is going to be well short of the first down. Going to be dropped just past the 35 to maybe the 37-yard line. Going to bring up 4th down.
What they're doing is trying to outman them on the outside with those trips because the free safety is only coming over the hash. It's 3 over 2 for the offense over here. They're trying to outman them, trying to get through before the Pirates can pursue that way. It's just a math game.
Schematics here between Jason Wallach and Matt Lancaster. They're playing the schematics game, a game of football and schematics.
I love
altogether.
the X's and O's.
Absolutely. And we have the Garaway Pirates back. It's going to be a drop snap on the punt, and it takes a Indian Valley roll.
It hit Indian Valley there. No one saw it.
Yep.
No, he did see it. The umpire saw it and threw down the down marker.
Yep, the ball is going to be down at about the 41-yard line as it was touched by an Indian Valley defender there on the kick. So, tough break for the Braves because it was going to take a roll.
It was, but as a punter, when you drop that snap, you're automatically in fast-forward mode, and he didn't get quite the kickoff. He had time because the Pirates didn't come, but that internal clock's going off, and unfortunately hit Trevor Myers in the back, or he would have got another 15-yard roll.
So the Indian Valley Braves defense or offense could not get going there on their first drive of the second half. The The Pirates come out now in a shotgun or a pistol formation, 3 wide receivers to the far side, 1 here to the near side with Ethan Miller behind Logan Yoder. The give is to Ethan Miller, and he makes one guy miss out past midfield, up to the 45, and knocked down about the 44-yard line. That's a weight room run there for Ethan Miller.
That was a weight room run, and what happened there, Garaway spread them out with the spread, got Indian Valley into that 4-2 and running quarters coverage, 4 deep zone, and pounded the football in the middle, outnumber them up front.
9.5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Garaway up 6-0. They come out again in the pistol formation. 3 receivers to the far side, 1 here to the near side. It's going to be a little bubble screen out to J.D. Young. He catches it, makes a guy miss. He's up into the 40, almost to the 35-yard line. He gets past the 35. They're saying he's down at about the 32-yard line. The Garaway Pirates are moving the chains again.
Been impressed with J.D. Young's jets. You know, I didn't understand
fast.
he was that fast, but he's quick. He gets to top speed quick. It's not so much his open speed, but how quick he gets to top speed is impressive.
He gets top speed, and he is a little shifty as well as the senior J.D. Young. 3 receivers split here to the near side, same formation, a pistol formation. The hand is to Ethan Miller off the right side of that offensive line, and he's going to pick up a nice 4, 5, maybe 6 yards on that carry for the Pirates.
But, you know, they're getting there, they're hitting on that dive, and they're just base blocking up front, hat on hat, and trying to get it up in there. They're widening their splits a little bit on the offensive line. They got receivers out wide, making the Braves cover the entire part of the field, and then hitting that dive up there with Miller. Watch for the keep off of that, too.
Shotgun formation again. 3 wide receivers here to the near side. Logan Yoder takes a snap, firing into the end zone, has a receiver, and it's going to be high pointed, and it looks like it's going to be intercepted by the Indian Valley Braves, and it is picked off by the Indian Valley Braves.
Number 7, Colton
and number
Thomas
7,
off his own tip, it looked like.
Yeah, Colton Thomas tipped the ball up in the air. Great concentration, brings it down for a interception for the Indian Valley Braves.
Yeah, big pick there. He jumped up and touched that, but, you know, I know you want to stretch the field vertically, but you're really moving on chunk plays there. Maybe got a little greedy there and come up with the turnover.
So the Indian Valley Braves will take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line, trailing 6-0 after the Colton Thomas interception.
What a play by him. Ooh.
The sophomore Thomas with a big play defensively for the Braves. Shotgun for the Braves is going to be a quick little fire screen. It's going to be dropped by the Indian Valley. Looks like it was number 42, Trevor Myers, and he got stuck and dropped the ball. Brady Roden in on the coverage for the Pirates.
Yeah, they run a little fake there and tried to hit the slant. Unfortunately, it slipped through the arms there and hit the turf. That would have been a huge thing on 1st down. And you know what? You help the quarterback, Joe, when you can throw on running downs, and that's what Matt Lancaster did.
8:17 to go here in the third quarter. 6-0. Garaway leads Indian Valley 2nd and 10 at their own 20-yard line for the Braves. Shotgun, the give is to Gavin Henry. A little sweep play over to the left side, and the Garaway defense is having no part of it as number 4, Sam Page, is in on the stop. He's been in there all night.
That's got to be 6, 7, 8, 9 tackles for him. He's been everywhere there. What they're doing is they're running that read there. They're running the down read and trying to ride in. Sam Carter's trying to ride into Gavin Henry's belly and long, and you're reading the defensive line. He can either give it or pull it. He's giving it there, but that's giving Sam Page enough time to run that down from middle linebacker.
Again, 7:40 to go here in the third quarter. Garaway 6, Indian Valley nothing. 3rd and 10 from their own 20-yard line. The Indian Valley Braves take the snap, and it's going to be a little screen play, but it's going nowhere. The Garaway defense snuffed it out and stopped them for little to no gain. Going to bring up 4th down.
Defense has speed on speed on speed. They're flying to the football. They're not giving the Braves offense any room to breathe. The pressure by Jarrett Wallach there forced Sam Carter to lob that in there, and the rest of the Pirates got in there and made the tackle before it could go anywhere.
4th down and 9. They say they picked up a yard on that screen play. 7 minutes to go here, third quarter, as Jensen Garber is back deep to return the punt off of the foot of Colton Thomas. He fields it at about the 45-yard line of Indian Valley, and he gets dropped right there at about the 44-yard line now as Jensen Garber, about a 1-yard return, but he was hit pretty much when he caught the football.
Yeah, he was hit there, but the good thing for Jason Wallach is he come up and fielded that. That was one of those punts that if it hits, it rolls 20 yards.
Let's head down to the sidelines and talk with Shannon Thomas. His trip to the sidelines brought to you by Crocker's Bar and Grill. Shannon, defensive struggle here to Colton Thomas with a big interception for the Braves, but the Garaway defense has wants no part of giving the Braves any momentum on offense.
Yeah, that was a nice one-handed interception by Colton there in the end zone. Was able to stop the Pirates' drive. And then again, the Braves' offense isn't going anywhere. They got to figure out a way to get that ball moving, or it's going to end up being a long night for their defense.
That trip to the sidelines again brought to you by Crocker's Bar and Grill. It looks like Jensen Garber with a false start on the Pirates. They go back 5 yards. Going to bring up 1st and 15 now from the Indian Valley 49-yard line. Just a yard into Indian Valley territory are the Pirates. They threw an interception on their last possession. Now they see what they can do here with their second possession here of the second half. It's going to be a little bubble screen out here to J.D. Young. Makes one guy miss and gets brought down by Trevor Myers and number 5, Tanyan McComb, as J.D. Young tries to get back to the original line of scrimmage and falls just short. It's now going to bring up 2nd down and 13.
Myers made that tackle, Joe, but Trevor Myers made that tackle, but Remington Myers made the play there, forcing the bubble to get out, or bubble out a little bit farther than they wanted, stretch it out, and allowed him the free safety to get up there and make the play.
Shotgun formation, 2 wide receivers on each side of the field. The fake is to Ethan Miller. He rolls, does Logan Yoder, and finds his receiver back at about the original line of scrimmage. Going to be a pickup of about 3. Looks like number 17, Zenick Patchen with the catch from Logan Yoder. Coming up on 6 minutes to go. 6-0 Garaway over Indian Valley. Excuse me. Oh, goodness gracious. I'm sorry. It's going to bring 3rd down and 10. I apologize for that, folks. Just under 6 minutes to go here, 3rd quarter. Garaway back to the line of scrimmage. 5 wide receivers this time. And a hard count there from Logan Yoder. He stops, looks back to his coaches, and now gets the play once and gets back and starts calling out the cadence, takes it, quarterback draw right up the middle. He makes one guy miss, and he gets tripped up by an Indian Valley defender. Looks like number 27, 21, Cale Coachman.
Shoestringer there.
Man, if he wouldn't have made that stop, he would have got at least a 1st down, if not more.
What Garaway offensive line did is they fan blocked it. Everyone sets inside and fans outside and tries to rip the middle open. And what they did there, but Coachman gets him by the shoestring and gets him down. 4th down at the 40-yard line.
It's going to be 4th and 4 now. The Garaway Pirates are going to bring in their punt team.
They're going to play field position.
They're playing field position, letting their defense talk here tonight against the Indian Valley offense. Garaway's very confident with their defense here tonight. They've done a lot of really good things here. So let's see if the field position, a little trestle ball going on between the 2 football coaches and Jason Wallach and Matt Lancaster. We have a whistle on the play. Is that going to be another delay of game on
Usually from the back judge it is.
It's going to be a delay of game again on the Garaway Pirates. That's the 3rd time on punt formation that they've had a delay of game.
Yeah, I don't know if the White Hat is chopping it early or the Pirates are just a little bit behind, but that's the 3rd one on the punt. They're not backing it up for necessarily room here unless, because Wallach's going to punt it from about his 45-yard line.
I'm getting made fun of by the guys back in the studio for my little cough there.
That's what it's all about.
Yeah, it is. We're having fun out here tonight at Indian Valley. The snap back to Jace Wallach. He gets a punt, a low line drive. It's going to take a Garaway roll, and the Indian Valley Braves.
That's going to be inside the 5.
Man, what a punt by the freshman punter. Got a help from the turf here at Indian Valley High School inside the 5. It looks like it's inside the 10. Looks like at about the 8-yard line. So the Indian Valley Braves take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
What happened there is he got that a little bit high on the leg. When you don't, when you're punting, you point that toe. If it gets up towards the crack of the ankle, you get that end over end stuff there. And luckily for him, it hit and rolled for Wallach, the freshman there.
Big thanks to Casey Claxon and Claxon Communications tonight for our live stream. If you haven't checked it out, make sure you go to YouTube and like and subscribe Big Z Sports on YouTube. Big thanks to Casey, Lydia Brady, and Xander Tristano tonight doing some great work, bringing you all the images here on our live stream. Big thanks to Kent State Tuscarawas and, of course, Parkway Quick Lane. The handoff is to Tyson Pryor off the left side, spins out of, puts his hand down and keeps going. Does the sophomore Tyson Pryor. He gets all the way out very close to a first down. I think they're going to give him a first down. That's going to be another Adams board first down for Tyson Pryor.
Tyson Pryor went helmet or chest to chest with Mason Elliott, number 8 there, broke the tackle. A run like that can really give your offense momentum there. When you make a run, a weight room run, a power run, and get physical, that can rejuvenate your offense.
First and 10 now. They got a little breathing room all the way out to their own 21-yard line are the Indian Valley Braves. Coming up on 4 minutes to go here. Third quarter, the Pirates lead the Braves 6-0. It's going to be a pitch out here to Tyson. Pryor has the speed but does not have the corner as number 22. Looks like 22 Wyatt Wallach was in there, and also 23 Ty Winters was out there for the Garaway Pirates. Brought Tyson Pryor down hard.
He brought him down violently there, did Ty Winters. He went high, grabbed him by the shoulder pads, and pulled him straight down.
Ty Winters, big-time tackle there for, I believe he's a sophomore. He's a junior. Okay, Ty is a junior. So big tackle there for the junior. This team is so young. Both teams are really
They're both young. The future's
really
bright
young
for both of these programs.
Absolutely. Again, about 3:20 to go here, third quarter. 6-0 Garaway. Indian Valley has the football. A play action pass. Sam Carter has it. Fires over the middle. It is almost picked off by a Garaway defender. That would be Mason Elliott. But the ball gets caught by number.
It's going to be close to a first down, but I think short.
Brogan Bircher with the reception, just short of the first down. Going to be 3rd and 1. Man, the Garaway defender was right there on that pass and just missed it to either knock it away or pick it off.
Really
but Bircher
good
had
concentration
to catch that ball over the middle. Going to be 3rd and 1. Probably going to see a little power football here for the Indian Valley Braves. 2 wide receivers, one here to the near side, one to the far side, an I formation with Cole Lancaster at fullback. Indian Valley jumped.
Start.
Looks like Indian Valley jumped again, and they did. It's going to be a 5-yard penalty. It looks like number 66, Austin Bear, jumped
left tackle
to back him up 5 yards. How many is that tonight? That's 6?
6, 7,
yeah.
8. That's a few.
It just seems like it's happening on every drive for Indian Valley here tonight as they trail 6-0 with 2:25 to go here in the third quarter. The Garaway Pirates lead. 3rd and 6 for the Indian Valley Braves on their own 25-yard line. As Sam Carter is now under center in the I formation, the hand is to Tyson Pryor. Breaks out of one tackle, but he's not going to get away from the next one. Sam Page got in there first, and it looks like it was cleaned up by number 57, Jared Wallach. You got 2 of their big hitters there for the Garaway Pirate defense with Wallach and Page. You're not going to get away from both of them. No. It's going to bring up a 4th and 1.
Page shot in there on the C-gap blitz or Eagle blitz. He gets it back in there and makes them dance around. It looks like maybe they're going to go for it here, Joe, or try to draw them off sides.
Looks like they are going to go for it.
Wow.
They're calling it. It should be 4th and 1. The scoreboard says 3rd and 1, but it is 4th and 1 for the Indian Valley Braves. They may try to draw them off sides. Nope, they're going to go for it. Tyson Pryor lowers his shoulder and gets across, and it looks like he's going to get enough for the first down. An Adams board first down for the Indian Valley Braves. Gutsy call there on 4th and 1, deep in your own territory.
Really gutsy call. That was almost the game there if you don't get it. But they ran it. They ran a fold block out of their guard. He goes on a short pole and leads him up in there. Pryor sticks his nose in and gets the first down. Hard run.
So it's going to be 1st and 10 now for the Indian Valley Braves at their own 32-yard line with about a minute and 5 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Garaway leads 6-0 over Indian Valley. Twins receivers to the far side, I formation with Sam Carter under center. Colton Thomas goes in motion, stutter steps and stops at the line. It's going to be a little play action pass, throw out to Colton Thomas, and he makes the reception over the defender for Garaway, and it's going to be another Adams board first down for the Indian Valley Braves. Nice play action rollout. Colton Thomas, nice concentration on the catch.
The reason you play action is you get those linebackers moving forward. What they did is they got number 8, Mason Elliott, moving forward and just pitched it over the top to Colton Thomas and picks up the big first down there for the Braves offense.
A roaming agency scoreboard update. Strongsville leads Dover 10-0. West Holmes up on Lexington 17-0 at the half. And Claymont leads Tusky Valley 12-0 in the third quarter. Get more scores coming up here in just a little bit. But Indian Valley, again, in the I formation. The hand this time is to Tyson Pryor. He just lowers his shoulder. Very physical running game this second half so far for Indian Valley as Tyson Pryor gets in there and gets dirty into the interior of that offensive line.
It's been Pryor doing the damage instead of Henry here in the third quarter, as that's going to be the last play of the third quarter, but they really sticking his nose in there and being physical.
The fours are in the air. It's the fourth quarter here at Indian Valley High School. 6-0 Garaway leads back with the fourth quarter. You listen to high school sports and Big Z Sports on Z Country 99.9.
Every sports fan enjoys seeing that big collision on the football field. But what's not so enjoyable is when your vehicle is involved in a collision or an automobile accident. That's where Gillen Body Shop on Cary Avenue in New Philadelphia can help. Gillen Body Shop offers an experienced staff that does the job right the first time and backs all their work with a 100% guarantee on all completed repairs. When unpredictable repairs from an auto accident are needed, make the right choice and contact Gillen Body Shop. Gillen Body Shop. Find them on Facebook or stop by Cary Avenue in New Philly.
If you're purchasing a new home, the team at Hartzler's Quality Housing is here to help. Take advantage of record low interest rates to make your new home a reality. Locally owned and operated since 1978, Hartzler's Quality Housing has the experience to guide you through the process. You'll find a wide selection of model homes on site to fit any budget. Open 6 days a week just off I-77. You can also visit them online at hartzlers.com. Hartzler's Quality Housing. Quality from start to finish.
Back out here at Indian Valley High School, the start of the fourth quarter, the Indian Valley Braves are 1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line. It's going to be a Statue of Liberty play, going to be a fire over the middle. Has a receiver, the Garaway defender almost knocks it away.
What are they going to call it a catch?
They're calling it a catch.
I don't know about that, Joe.
I don't know. That looks like Trevor Myers reached up and pulled it down, but the ball comes squirting out after he hits the ground, and they are calling it a completion all the way down inside the Little Caesars red zone to the 12-yard line. Going to be 1st and 10 at the 12.
We just talked about him pulling out in the break and throwing it over the top. I think Matt Lancaster heard us.
I think he did. He has an ear on our broadcast tonight as Sam Carter finds Trevor Myers over the middle for a big gain for the Braves. The hand off to Cole Lancaster. He gets submarined down at about the 10-yard line, falls forward to about the 7-yard line, does Cole Lancaster. It's going to bring up second down and 4 now inside to about the 5-yard line with 11:07 to go here in the fourth quarter. The Indian Valley Braves just hit a big strike over the middle to set them up in nice position here to knock on the door for the Indian Valley offense. I formation. Hand off to Tyson Pryor, and he is stopped. Looks like number 10, J.D. Young, in on the tackle there. Going to bring up a 3rd down and about 4 now, maybe 5 yards. 3rd and 3. They say he gained 2 on that.
Young knifed in from the defensive end on the backside, got flat and made the play. Nice play there by the defensive end.
10:27 to go here in the fourth quarter. Garaway 6, Indian Valley nothing. Indian Valley has it 3rd and 4 on the Garaway 5-yard line. I formation, 2 receivers, 1 split on each side of the field. It's going to be a handoff to Tyson Pryor, and he's stopped in the backfield. Looks like number 57, Jarrett Wallach, in on the stop. Also, Wyatt Wallach, his brother, in on the stop. The brothers met at the running back.
Pryor back and dotting the I on the running back again. Hadn't seen Gavin Henry, but what happens there is the Pirates went on a zone blitz. They played zone in the back end. They blitzed in, knifed in, and wiped him out before he could get going. Huge call here on 4th and 5.
4th and 5. Do you go for points here?
You can get the first down.
You can, yes. You can get a first down inside the 5-yard line, about the 3, it looks like, as they're going to come in an I formation with the receiver split to the far side.
They got to throw it.
Takes a snap, and they fake it. They roll out here to the near side, getting lots of pressure from Jarrett Wallach. It's going to be overthrown, incomplete. The Garaway defense holds strong on 4th down and take over on downs. The Indian Valley Braves go for it and fail to get it as Mason Elliott in on the coverage for the Pirates.
Yeah, what one there, Joe? They wanted to roll right. Jarrett Wallach got the pressure and come back to the other side. Then it made it a one-man route. Elliott got deep and went up, high pointed the ball. There was no chance. A little high out of bounds. The Braves come up short.
So Jarrett Wallach causing problems in the backfield for the Indian Valley Braves all night tonight, along with Sam Page and the other defenders for the Garaway Pirates. and Indian Valley fails to get into the end zone on a 4th down play. Now the Pirates have it 1st and 10 at their own 8-yard line. They come out in trips receivers here to the near side, and the handoff is to Ethan Miller. The running game from both teams not getting much here tonight.
Not
both great run defenses.
Yeah, the defense has been billed as advertised. You know, they're coming in giving up, like 7 and 10 points a game, if I remember right from the pregame.
Yeah, I mean, they're giving up. Both of them are under 200 yards of total offensive game.
Yeah, and so that's billed as advertised. It's been a wonderful defensive battle.
Logan Yoder, of course, quarterback for the Garaway Pirates. Number 9, Ethan Miller at tailback. 4 wide receivers. Actually, they got all 5 wide receivers with Miller split out here to the near side. Garber and Young over on the far side. Shotgun for Logan Yoder. 2nd down and 9. It's going to be a little bubble screen. It is going to be caught by Ethan Miller. Makes one guy miss and gets driven out of bounds. Close to the 25-yard line. That's going to be enough for another Adams board 1st down.
I told you what happens there is when you run the bubble, you stretch them horizontally. What Miller did great there, as soon as he got the edge, he put his foot in the ground and got upfield to get the 1st down. Because if not, when you keep stringing it to the sideline, the cavalry on the defense comes and knocks you out of bounds. Miller puts his foot in the ground, gets the 1st down.
Great play for the Garaway Pirates. They have it 1st and 10 now at their own 25-yard line. Quick Romig Agency scoreboard update. Strongsville 10, Dover 7. TC Malk to Jake Jones for a touchdown. And
11 minutes left in that game.
11 minutes to go. It's going to be a fake pass, and they had looks like they had a lockup going, and now Logan Yoder takes off and runs out of bounds at about the 45-yard line. They had a streaking J.D. Young down here on the near sideline, and Logan Yoder decided to pull it down and take off running. He gets another Adams board 1st down.
What they did there is they faked the quarterback draw. He pulled it back out and tried to hit it deep down the seam, pulls it down, but picks up a big 1st down. Not only moves the sticks, he moves the clock.
More scores from the Romig Agency scoreboard. Tusky Valley, they trail Claymont 19-0. Chardon up on New Philadelphia 21-0. East Canton all over Strasburg 41-6. Ridgewood all over Sandy Valley 34-7. West Holmes, they lead Lexington 17-10. Now they have trips receivers here to the near side. The fake is to Miller. He gets some pressure, pump fakes again against the defender, and has a wide open receiver in the middle of the field. That's going to be Jensen Garber all the way down to the Indian Valley 35-yard line. Big pickup for the Garaway Pirates. They had a lot of pressure in the backfield from the Indian Valley defenders. Logan Yoder did a great job of keeping his poise, his eyes downfield, made a couple defenders miss, and found a Garber wide open at about the 35-yard line.
He went for that pump, and that's what happens in the zone. You had a couple guys running deep that pulled because in zone, cover 3, you got to be deep as the deepest. So they were backed up, and the linebackers couldn't get that deep. Garber catches the ball, huge 1st down.
Trips receivers here to the near side to give to Ethan Miller. He makes one guy miss, breaks it out here to the right side, and gets tripped up just short of the 30-yard line. Looks like Trevor Myers up from his safety position to get Ethan Miller down to the ground at about the 31-yard line. 7.5 minutes to go here in the ball game. The Garaway Pirates driving, leading 6-0. It's going to be 2nd and 5 now from the Indian Valley 31-yard line.
If you're Coach Jason Wallach, your entire playbook's open here on 2nd and 5, and that's winning 1st down. Great job by Myers coming up there from his free safety. But you got to remember, he's 14, 15 yards deep. He flies up there and makes an open field tackle on such an athlete as Ethan Miller. Great play.
2 receivers split to the far side. It looks like we got a false start on the Garaway Pirates. They're going to back them up 5 yards. Let's head down to the sidelines and talk with Shannon Thomas. And Shannon, the Garaway offense able to move the ball here on this drive. They've made some adjustments and now are knocking on the door to extend this lead.
Yeah, the offensive crew made a great adjustment for Garaway. You know, the receivers do a good job finding the open spot in that zone, and they just sit down. Yoder makes his moves, and the receivers don't move. They just sit there and they wait for him to find them.
That trip to the sidelines brought to you by Crocker's Bar and Grill. The Garaway Pirates now 2nd and 10 at the Indian Valley 36. Going to be a fake to Miller as Yoder throws it out, floated it out, and almost picked off again by Indian Valley. But it falls harmlessly to the turf here at Indian Valley High School. Looks like
Brogan Bircher there.
Brogan Bircher on the deflection. Junior. And he pops up and kind of limping a little bit as he runs over here to the near sideline.
I think he would like to have that back, Joe, because I think he thought he should have intercepted that. It was floated up there. I bet Jason Wallach's heart took a skip of a beat there with that ball in the air.
I bet he did, as Logan Yoder rolls to his left, which is then he has to square his shoulders
hard.
up. It's a very hard throw.
When you're rolling left, you really got to turn your hip and your shoulders to get that delivered.
The pros don't like that throw, let alone high school kids. 3 receivers to the far side, 2 here to the near side.
Bubble.
We're going to have a bubble screen out to Ethan Miller. Nice blocking out in front, but the Indian Valley defense swarms to the football and gets Ethan Miller down at about the line of scrimmage. Going to bring up 4th down for the Pirates.
Great pursuit there by the Braves defense there. They strung it out, and that's what you got to do when you run the bubble. You got to string it to the sideline. Got to get them horizontal so the cavalry can come. Great job there by the Braves.
4th and 10 now at the Indian Valley 36-yard line for the Garaway Pirates. Watch for a little pooch punt here maybe from Logan Yoder. Shotgun formation, trying to draw them off sides.
They're going to play field position here and kick it over the head of Trevor Myers.
Trevor's the deepest man back. He's their safety. He's about the 22-yard line.
He's about 12, 13 yards.
And they are going to take a penalty here again. Another delay of game penalty for the Garaway Pirates.
That one was on purpose, I believe.
It was. Give them a little more room to punt the football away and play a little trestle ball again and force Matt Lancaster and that Indian Valley offense to go down the field.
They're going to make him drive the field with 5:53 to go, and what you're going to do is try to pooch it. You're not going to kick it to their athletes, so you're going to try to corner kick it out of bounds or in the corner so you can cover it.
More scores on the Romig Agency scoreboard update. West Branch up on Carrollton 36-12. Steubenville Central Catholic up on Conotton Valley 14-8. TCC all over Newcomerstown 34-0. Now the Pirates are in punt formation as Jace Wallach is back to punt the football away for the Pirates. Trevor Myers inside his 10-yard line. Hot of pressure by the Indian Valley Braves, and it's a low-line drive. Trevor Myers fields it on the run, but gets tackled and driven down by Sam Page and number 66, Andon Keller for the Garaway Pirates. Man, Trevor Myers caught it on a run. That's always dangerous, but Sam Page did a great job of slowing him down, and Andon Keller drove him to the turf.
And that's why you have the senior back there in Myers, because you catch that, you keep the ball from rolling down inside the 10, inside the 5. And so you now, instead of being in there, now you got the ball clear out on the 27-yard line. You got room to work. That's why you have the senior back there.
5:44 to go here in the football game. The Indian Valley Braves take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line. Again, big thanks to Claxton Communications, Kent State Tuscarawas, and the Parkway Quick Lane for our live stream tonight on YouTube. Make sure you check it out. You can subscribe and like to our channel, and you will be able to see the game as we call it live. Trips receivers is going to be a lot of pressure by the Garaway defense, and Sam Carter floats it away and throws it over here to the bench on the Indian Valley side of the football field. Live to play another down.
Well, that was a broken coverage there by the Pirates. Number 8, Mason Elliott, didn't get deep as the deepest, and actually the Braves had a wide receiver running wide open, couldn't get it to him, had to throw it out of bounds.
5:38 to go here in the football game. The Indian Valley Braves trail Garaway 6-0, but the Indian Valley Braves have it 2nd and 10 at their own 27-yard line as Sam Carter now in the shotgun formation. He has a receiver split here to the near side.
They're in the Wildcat.
They are in the Wildcat. Is that Colton Thomas? Nope, we have a false start again on the Indian Valley Braves. Matt Lancaster just puts his hands on his head and just shakes his head like, how many more times are we going to do this tonight?
Right, then it's been a bunch. And Sam Carter was split right all the way out there. They were in the Wildcat going to do a little something there.
Let's head down to the sidelines and talk with Shannon Thomas. And Shannon, another false start on the Indian Valley Braves. Bring up 2nd and long now. They're trying to dig themselves a hole here, trailing 6-0.
Yeah, you're playing a defense like this. You keep putting the offensive line's got a hard enough job blocking these guys, and then the offensive line's putting themselves in trouble.
The snap is, and Sam Carter evades the sack, and he gets out of bounds as the Garaway defense is in on him. Jarrett Wallach was bearing down on Sam Carter, and Sam wouldn't have turned and rotated and spun out of that. He would have been drilled.
When you're the quarterback and you're back there, that internal clock's going off. He didn't see him. He felt him. You know that clock. When you drop back, you know you're 1,001, 1,002. By 3, you know you got to get out of there, especially against this speed. He spun out of there and got what he could, lost a couple yards, but it could have been much worse. Wallach was bearing down on him.
Peyton Keller was back there also for the Garaway Pirates. As now it's 3rd and 19, a loss of 4 on the play for the Indian Valley Braves. It's going to be a play action pass. Sam Carter again, a bunch of pressure, and Peyton Keller there to bring down Sam Carter. And it's going to bring up 4th down and long here for the Indian Valley Braves.
What they were doing with Keller is he was spying Sam Carter there. He didn't blitz. He didn't drop into coverage. He sat there and watched Sam Carter. He was actually spying from the backside defensive end and makes the play. They're gonna punt it away here, Joe. They have to with 5 minutes to go.
All
3 timeouts.
Yeah, all 3 timeouts. They're going to try to get their defense to get a stop or get a turnover.
Garber is deep.
Yep, Garber is deep with his heels on the 50-yard line. High snap back to Colton Thomas.
Nice
he gets
punch.
a high spiraling kick, and
Nice
it's going to
punch.
bounce at about the 45 and take a Garaway bounce back towards their side of the football field. And the Pirates are going to be in Indian Valley territory with 4 minutes and 40 seconds to go here in the football game, leading 6-0.
I know that Thomas didn't get the roll he wanted out of there, but he got the height. You want about a 4-second hang time on really good punts. He was getting close to that, and that way you don't get a return.
6-0 again. Indian Valley trails Garaway with 4:40 to go here in the football game. Make sure you check out Big Z Sports on Facebook, WTUZ Big Z Sports. Our stringers are out working hard tonight, getting videos and highlights of your game around the area. We will have our most in-depth post-game show coming up. Our DAC Vitamins and Minerals post-game show coming up at 10 o'clock with the guys back in the studio. But the Garaway Pirates have some unfinished business here tonight to try to put the nail in the coffin for the for the Indian Valley Braves as Logan Yoder takes a snap and goes off the left side of that offensive line. A pickup of about 3 yards, going to bring up 2nd down.
They went with the blitz there, an outside backer blitz. They brought Evan Broom up on the line of scrimmage, number 45, the 170-pound senior. They just guessed wrong because Logan Yoder went left, but that was a aggressive call there from Matt Lancaster. They got to get the ball back.
4:14 to go here in the football game. Garaway leads 6-0. Garaway taking their time. Now 15 seconds now on the play clock. They get the call from the coaching staff of the Garaway Pirates. You're going to have 2 receivers here to the near side, 2 to the far side. I bet you it's going to be a run to Ethan Miller here, and that's exactly what it is. Off the left side, makes a guy miss, lowers his head, and gets very close to that 1st down marker. Depending on the spot, it's going to be very close. Going to bring up a 3rd down and really, really short.
3rd and an eyelash.
Man, they probably can't get a hamburger through that.
They backed it up, actually.
Wow.
I don't know about all that spot.
That spot, little not very generous, I should say.
One side's happy, one side's not,
yeah,
right?
Exactly, yeah. But 3rd and 1 now for the Garaway Pirates. If they get this, Indian Valley's got to think about start using their timeouts.
Yeah, they do.
The diesel package is in. I bet number 57, Jarrett Wallett, gets it here. Nope, they give it to Ethan Miller, and he's going to be stuffed in the backfield, and they're going to lose yardage. Going to bring up a 4th down now for the Garaway Pirates. Landon Green in on the stop for the Indian Valley Braves. Going to bring up 4th down and 1. They say he got back to the line of scrimmage. We're going to take a timeout. Timeout on the field by Indian Valley. You're listening to Big Z Sports right here on Z Country 99.9.
McInturf Realty and our top producing agents have been serving the residents of Tuscarawas County and surrounding areas for the past 28 years. We live, work, and play here, and we take pride in being your hometown agency. It's our promise to treat you the way you want to be treated. So make the call to McInturf Realty at 330-364-SOLD or visit us online at McInturfRealty.net.
New Philadelphia.
Back out here at Indian Valley High School. Quick roaming agency scoreboard update. The Strongsville, what are they, the Wildcats? Warriors? What are they? I don't even know. Strongsville leads Dover.
Rumble Ponies.
Rumble Ponies. Really? Oh, that's a good one. I like that one. Rumble Ponies. 4th down and 1. The diesel package in again. It's going to be a toss out to Ethan Miller. He has the 1st down. Just past the 35-yard line to the 34-yard line. Move the chains for an Adams Board 1st down.
That's a gutsy call there by the Garaway Pirate offense because if you don't get it, they're close to midfield and within striking range. We talked about Jim Tressel. He would have punted. Jason Wallach goes for it. Pays off for him there.
Yep, it does. And now it's 1st and 10 at the Indian Valley 33-yard line. No Tressel ball out of Wallach there.
No Tressel ball. He's going for the win.
He is, for sure.
And both coaches are. Both coaches are coaching a great game. The Braves only have 2 timeouts on a moving clock here. They got to get a stop on first down.
They got to get a stop here with the clock rolling. 2:35 to go here in the football game. The Pirates stay in the diesel package, and they're just going to toss it again to the left side to Ethan Miller. He gets the corner and all the way out to the 30.
Stayed in bounds.
To the 25-yard line. He stays in bounds, gets very close to another first down. Looks like it's going to be second down and about 2, maybe a long 1. So second down, Evan Broom in on the stop for the Indian Valley Braves as the clock is stopped. It looks like they say he went out of bounds.
No, they called timeout over here.
Okay. Indian Valley called a timeout. So that leaves them with 1 timeout.
Really surprised they called it there on first down. I thought they'd wait till 2nd and 3rd, but with it 2nd and 1, they probably rolled the dice.
Now we have a Keim Lumber scoreboard update for you. Claymont up on Tusky Valley 27-0. Chardon leads New Philadelphia 21-0. East Canton all over Strasburg 41-6. Ridgewood up on Sandy Valley 40-7. West Holmes leads Lexington 17-10. West Branch leads Carrollton 36-12. Steubenville Catholic Central tied up with Conotton Valley 14-all. TCC up on Newcomerstown 34-0. And then now it's 14-13.
Dover took the lead.
Dover has taken the lead over Strongsville.
3 minutes to go.
Joey Farthing on a 57-yard touchdown reception from Aiden Hall to take the lead for the Dover Tornadoes. That could be a huge win and huge points. Because Strongsville's Division I.
Strongsville, they're not only Division I, they're 4-2. You know, they beat Solon, who has big points there in year in and year out. So that's a ton of points backing up the truck if the Tornadoes can hold on.
Absolutely. A little time left in that football game like we do here. 2 minutes and 25 seconds to go. Garaway in the diesel package again. The handoff to Ethan Miller. Finds the hole, breaks it into the 5. Touchdown, Ethan Miller. The Garaway Pirates lead has grown to 12-0 with 2:18 to go here in the football game.
What happens is when you're stacking the box, it's 2nd down and 1 right there in the diesel package. If you can split the seam there, there's nobody back there to get you. Ethan Miller got through that first line of defense and then was untouched the last 15, 20 yards for the touchdown.
A 35-yard touchdown run by Ethan Miller to extend the lead for the Garaway Pirates with 2:18 to go, 12-0. Looks like we're going to have a timeout on the field, and we will take it with them. The Garaway Pirates have extended their lead to 12-0 over Indian Valley with 2:18 to go here in the football game. Back after this, you're listening to High School Sports and Big Z Sports right here on Z Country 99.9.
The certified public accountants at Moore Niedenthal Incorporated believe in the value of relationships. Moore Niedenthal has been in business for over 40 years in your community, helping individuals and businesses grow. Moore Niedenthal can help manage and prepare your payroll, plan your estate, and prepare your business and personal income taxes. Stop in to the new Moore Niedenthal facility on North Worcester Avenue in Dover and become a valued client today.
Now back to the field with Joe Geckler and Travis McClellan.
Back out here to Indian Valley High School. Joe Geckler, Travis McClellan, Shannon Thomas on the sidelines. We'll check in with Shannon here in just a moment as the Garaway Pirates look like they're going to go for 2 to try to get it to a 14-point lead here late in the football game. The handoff is, nope, they're going to play action pack, throwback pass, and it's going to be caught.
Caught off the tip.
That is number 10, J.D. Young on the reception. It looks like number 10 for the Garaway Pirates, and it was J.D. Young on the 2-point conversion. Play action pass from Logan Yoder to J.D. Young to extend the lead to 14-0. Number 5, Tanyan McComb on the coverage for Indian Valley, but the Pirates extend their lead to 14-0.
What you're going to see here is you're going to see another squib here out of Garaway. They're going to keep it on the ground because you don't want to get it back there. We know that Thomas and we know that Myers can hit the home run. They're not going to give him a chance. They're going to squib it down there and try to make the tackle.
Let's head down to the sidelines and talk with Shannon Thomas. Shannon, the Garaway Pirates just did what they had to take a little time off the clock and get the ball into the end zone to extend this lead and put more pressure on the Indian Valley Braves.
Yeah, I just rewatched the video, and Travis is right. They was able to split the seam right there, and Ethan Miller pretty much went untouched in the seam there, and he was able to get down the field, and then that was a spectacular catch on that 2-point conversion. It's a big hill to get over now, and the Braves might be hanging their heads a little bit, but you can't give up. All it takes is a home run ball, and you're right back in this.
Absolutely, Shannon. It's been a great football game here tonight. Two heavyweights going blow for blow, and the Pirates have landed 2 knockdowns here on Indian Valley, but they have time to score one of their own.
Yeah, it's been a great game all night, both sides of the ball, and it's not going to get any easier for both of these teams after this week, so they got to finish this one up and get ready for next week.
A low line drive kick fielded by number 42, Trevor Myers. He takes it up the middle of the field, and he is finally tackled inside the 40-yard line to about the 42-yard line. So great field position here for the Indian Valley Braves, trailing 14-0.
What we're going to see how the sophomore Sam Carter can throw the football downfield. They're going to have to throw it, and that gives the defensive line of the Garaway Pirates, they're going to pin their ears back and come after it.
Hey, don't forget next week, folks, Big Z Sports is right back at it with Claxon Communications and, of course, Parkway Quick Lane, Kent State Tuscarawas. We will have our game of the week next week, play-by-play Ridgewood right here at Indian Valley High School. Looks like number 2, Gabe Tingle, is back for the Ridgewood Generals, so that could line up to be a very good football game next week. The Ridgewood Generals and Indian Valley Braves right here at Indian Valley High School, of course. Our Big Z Sports Show will start at 5 o'clock on Friday night with our Wood Electric pregame show and throwing it out here to the stadium. We might as well just camp out here for a week. Are you on vacation next week? We can just come out.
I don't get vacation where I work. It's nose to the grindstone, but I'll be happy to come back down right here on the porch of this beautiful press box here in Janae Hunt and watch another dandy next week.
Absolutely. I mean, they probably just set it up. Let's leave it set up for us, right?
Yeah. Just put our name tags here.
Yep, for sure. Again, Ridgewood, Indian Valley right here next week and on 99.9 WTUZ. Of course, on our stream from Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. You can find us all over the place on social media. The Garaway Pirates lead this football game, though, 14-0 over Indian Valley. A little business to be taken care of here tonight before we get on to next week.
You're going to see the Pirate defensive line pin their ears back and come after Sam Carter here. Watch for screen draw, and they're not just going to throw verts. You can get screen draw out of here and get out of bounds.
2nd down and 2 for the Indian Valley Braves. A lot of pressure under the back in the backfield. No, he caught the ball, but Colton Thomas was well out of bounds.
What a catch, really.
Man,
he went up there in traffic and hauled it in.
Man, he had 3 guys around him. Great catch by Colton Thomas, a sophomore. That kid's going to be special, guys. He only has 2 more years left to go here at Indian Valley. But big shout out tonight to the Garaway defensive coordinator, Wes Hostetler. He is not here tonight. He is at his college, Ohio Northern University, and being inducted into their Hall of Fame. So the defensive coordinator for the Garaway Pirates has to be proud from a distance here tonight of his Pirates. Wes Hostetler, congratulations from everybody here at Big Z Sports as he gets inducted into their Hall of Fame at Ohio Northern University. 2 minutes to go here in the football game. The Garaway Pirates lead 14-0. And it's going to be 3rd down and about 10 yards to go as Caleb Miller was in on the stop. Actually hit him as the ball was going over the middle of the field. Caleb Miller tried to intercept it, knocked it down, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down for the Indian Valley Braves.
They're getting down to it here. It's 3rd and 10. They're going to have to pick up something here to stay out of 4th down and long.
Trips receivers here to the near side. Sam Carter takes a snap, throws into the boundary, and it is almost picked off by number 22. That's going to be Wyatt Wallach. Almost had an interception there. Yes, he did. The sophomore Wyatt Wallach had his hands on the ball, just couldn't bring it down. Going to bring up 4th down.
The Pirates are coming after him with only 3. They're dropping the rest back into coverage. It's Jarrett Wallach and Hirschberger and J.D. Young that are bringing the pressure. So they're dropping back into coverage, trying to play that zone, keeping everything in front of them.
Going to be 4th down and 10, 4th down in the ball game here for the Indian Valley Braves as they have 1 timeout remaining and a big hill to climb as they trail 14-0. Sam Carter takes a snap, looking, fires over the middle field.
Ooh!
Overshoots his intended.
Oh, that's going to be a penalty. Jarrett Wallach destroyed Sam Carter there late, and they're going to get another chance at this, Joe.
It's going to be a late roughing the passer against number 57, Jarrett Wallach, as he unloaded on Sam Carter.
Force equals mass times acceleration. You got 215 pounds coming full go. Ooh.
And Sam Carter only weighs about 150 soaking wet.
Ooh.
We have offsetting penalties. It's going to be replay 4th down. So they had a hold on the offense, and then an unsportsmanlike or a personal foul.
I didn't see the penalty on the offense there, but I thought maybe he said intentional grounding. I'm not sure, but
intentional grounding. He could have been.
I don't know what they called there, but I was still trying
to.
Let's
head down to
hit.
Shannon Thomas, and Shannon, what did they call offsetting penalties there? All right, we'll catch up with Shannon here in just a little bit, but shotgun formation, 4 wide receivers, 2 on each side of the field. Carter takes a snap, looking, fires, gets some pressure, rolls out, and he gets driven down, and it is going to be picked off by the Garaway defense. It looks like it's going to be 22. Wyatt Wallach gets his interception from a little bit ago and gets it back there as the Indian Valley Braves turn it over with 1:40 to go here in the football game.
We have to give credit there. Yes, Wyatt Wallach, the sophomore, made the pick, and it was a great play. But Wyatt Hirschberger made that play. Number 58, the sophomore, the nose guard, rushing 3 against 5. He gets in there, pressures Sam Carter, has him wrapped up around the ankles, and causes that interception.
Big defensive stand there for the Garaway Pirates as they get the interception, and they come out in the diesel package again as they're just going to try to run the clock. Wyatt Wallach was celebrating his interception and forgot he had to be back on the field for the diesel package as he lines up in the middle of that eye as they hand the ball off to Ethan Miller. The batteries took a toll. The cold air, the cold weather took a toll on the batteries here tonight. So Shannon's up here changing his batteries, getting ready for a post game.
The big man can move. I just saw him down on the field. All of a sudden he's up here.
He was in the S in the end zone. He's already up here, man.
He's still got it.
He's got the agility at a young 40 years of age is Shannon Thomas. The Indian Valley Braves trail the Garaway Pirates 14-0. About a minute to go here on the clock. The Garaway Pirates are going to get out of here with a win and improve to 7-0.
The best formation in football, Joe. Their best play in football.
The victory formation.
They're going to be it can't be a delay.
Oh, yeah, they're going to call another delay of game penalty. That's like 27 on Garaway tonight. I think Garaway has as many delay of game penalties as Indian Valley has false starts tonight. So it'd be close. I'd like to see.
Offsetting
penalties. 8-8, I think, something like that. But 52 seconds to go here. The Garaway Pirates are going to move to 7-0 on the season, and the Indian Valley Braves are going to fall to 4-1. The Braves pick up a big win here at Indian Valley High School as Logan Yoder takes a snap and takes a knee. The clock now running to about 39 seconds as they're just taking their time, being patient. Going to get up to the line of scrimmage and snap the ball here. One more snap here. That's all it's going to take for the Garaway Pirates to improve to 7-0 on the season, and that's going to do it, folks. Logan Yoder takes a snap, takes a knee. The teams meet at the center of the field and shake hands. I'm so glad they're back to shaking hands this year. What a game here for the Indian Valley Braves and Garaway Pirates as the Pirates knock off Indian Valley 14-0. Garaway now 7-0 on the season. The Indian Valley Braves fall to 4-1. We're going to take a break, come back, and get started with our First National Bank of Denison post-game show. We'll talk to our McInturf Realty player of the game and, of course, catch up with Garaway head football coach Jason Wallach. You're listening to Big Z Sports right here on Z Country 99.9.
S Bagging provides the pipeline industry with filled bags and superior service by delivering pre-filled sandbags and other pipeline products to your job site 24/7. This saves you time and money. It allows you to focus on getting the job done. U.S. Bagging is also anchored to their communities. They'll soon celebrate 10 years at their Janaden Hutton location. They're proud to be a sponsor of this high school broadcast and excited to support the athletes of the Indian Valley Braves for their hard work and dedication. Go Braves!
Separate yourself from the crowd and be a rock star at Solid Rock Photos. Hi, I'm Denny Trimmer, inviting you to our new studio home at 128 North Broadway in the heart of downtown New Philadelphia for an unforgettable rock star photo experience. You can learn more online at solidrockphotos.com and all of our social media platforms, or give us a call 330-795-0334.
The Alcohol, Drug Addiction, and Mental Health Services Board of Tuscarawas and Carroll Counties is an agency established for the purpose of planning, funding, monitoring, and evaluating contracted mental health, alcohol, and drug treatment services. Services across 4 local agencies are available for county residents regardless of ability to pay. Mental health and physical health are connected, and taking care of both is a requirement for your well-being. Go to adamhtc.org for more information. Adams Board, supporting your journey to wellness.
Dino Piergolini & Sons Equipment Incorporated is your one-stop shop for all your equipment needs. Offering the option to buy, rent, sell, or trade equipment is what separates Dino Rents from everyone else. With pickup and delivery or even field service available in their service department, Dino Rents can handle repairs needed for any make or model. Dino Piergolini & Sons Equipment is located just past Midvale Speedway and can be found on Facebook or contacted at 330-364-8055. Also offering a location in Caddis to better serve you.
Wood Electric has been trusted with all of your electrical needs for over 30 years. They are the place to call for residential, commercial, and industrial work. Wood Electric is available 24 hours a day and ready to help with any electrical problem, outage, or installation. Wood Electric, serving Tuscarawas County and beyond since 1988. Like Wood Electric on Facebook or find them online at woodelectric.net.
PAC Drilling, a family-owned and operated company since 2005 in Bolivar, takes pride in being an economic oil and gas drilling company. PAC's objective is to contribute to American energy independence through profitable development, operation, and marketing of oil and natural gas wells. PAC also employs operating technicians to oversee each and every well drilled to maximize its productivity and longevity. Contact PAC Drilling at pacdrilling.com.
Hey, if you're looking for a great pie, then call up mi amigos at the Pizza Parlor in Sugar Creek. They start with the homemade crust, topped with their own pizza sauce, and then some generous portions of fresh toppings. Try the Pizza Parlor Deluxe or the ATM with all of the meats, or make up your own pizza. They also have subs, fish, chicken, and more. The Pizza Parlor, Dover Road, Route 39 in Sugar Creek. Give them a ring at 330-852-4888. That's 852-4888.
Tailgating season is here, so why not do it in style with a new vehicle from Parkway Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Dover. Bring your trade and ask about great financing options on any car, truck, or SUV on the lot. Joel and the Parkway Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram team will help you shop and find the best deal for you. No hassle and no stress. Fall is the perfect time for a great deal. Your way, the right way. Visit Parkway Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram.com and drive forward.
Powered by Purpose at Kent State University, Tuscarawas. Kent State Tusk offers over 30 bachelor's and associate degrees. We have over a dozen athletic programs, including basketball and volleyball. Student life is diverse with over 20 extracurricular student clubs. Our nursing and technology programs are some of the most sought after in the area. Staying local is the most cost-effective way of obtaining your degree. Define your own success. Powered by Purpose at Kent State University, Tuscarawas.
Hey there, sports fans. When it comes to taking care of the vehicle that transports your team, you expect it to be done with speed and accuracy. This is Phil Miller from the Parkway Quick Lane. When it comes to servicing your team's vehicle, let my team at Parkway Quick Lane deliver you the winning combination to keep your vehicle on the road and safe. If your vehicle needs to get off the sideline and back in the game, visit the Parkway Quick Lane for your next service appointment.
Busy schedule? Check out Benson's Heat and Eat section with a variety of entrees and sides for you to choose from. And don't forget, Monday through Friday from 4 to 6, Benson's culinary team prepares hot, made-from-scratch dinners, complete with garden salad and bread and butter. Just call ahead to order. For daily and weekly specials, visit bensonsmc.com. Follow them on Facebook or stop into the market. Benson's Market and Catering, 207 North Worcester Avenue in Dover.
Well, it's just like scurrying.
We have a reason that he is about losing his mind, which we'll get to here momentarily. But, of course, you heard in your play-by-play action there, brought to you by Parkway Quick Lane and Kent State University Tuscarawas. The Garaway Pirates shut out the Indian Valley Braves 14-0 in a defensive battle. Elsewhere, how about this, guys? In the fourth quarter, the Claymont Mustangs well on their way to their first victory this season over the Tusky Valley Trojans, 35-0 in that game. Big game from Brody Rao. Chardon Hilltoppers shut out New Philadelphia 21-0 in another hard-fought game. East Canton blows out Strasburg 41-6, while Ridgewood handles Sandy Valley 40-13. In the third, yes, you heard that right, third quarter, the West Holmes Knights lead the Lexington Minutemen 24-10. West Branch beats up on Carrollton 43-12. I don't believe that game's gone final yet. Conotton Valley has recaptured the lead against Steubenville Central Catholic 20-14, and TCC gets a hard-earned victory 34-0 over Newcomerstown. But the game we're going to talk about, probably the reason Chris Cale is frazzled, the Dover Tornadoes improved to 5-0 thanks to a late game touchdown from Aiden Hall. From Aiden Hall to Joey Farthing. 14-13, and on the line we have Ryan McClellan, who I believe is still over there at Crater Stadium. Ryan, it's probably a little bit of pandemonium for those Tornadoes faithful.
Yeah, guys. I think everyone was on their edges there for a while. They had a big, huge third down and 5 stop in their own red zone. End up only giving up a field goal, and it gave this Dover crowd some momentum. They had some heart. They knew that their team could do it. And, it was a beauty to see Aiden Hall just one pass, a couple steps back. He let it air out to, number 9 there. Everyone knows about him, how high he can jump. And he went up and got it. And I feel bad that I got a terrible video at it. But you know what? They came down with a touchdown. And then, that defense, the Dover Hogs defense just came out and, made a big stop and, got the victory.
Well, I mean, Ryan, I got to ask you, first and foremost, what was the atmosphere like? Because I've noted several times, in the past, sometimes Dover fans, for whatever reason, can kind of sit on their hands even in big games. What was the atmosphere like tonight?
Oh, it was intense, Yes, it was the Browns, game of the week or, pick game. But, the student section was crazy like always. But these fans, I tell you, like I said, any little bit of momentum that they feel like they have, the whole crowd erupts, and it was just an awesome atmosphere. You know how Dover fans are. They don't quit on their team, and they never did one bit the whole entire close game.
Well, and that's why I say that is great to hear, because the Brick House, is used to rocking, and I'm glad that ended up happening tonight, and Dover gets the big win over Division I Strongsville, and TC Malk to Jake Jones for 10 yards, put the Tornadoes on the board, and TC Malk with a big interception there at the end of the game. He had a great game, and then, like you said, Aiden Hall, 57 yards to Joey Farthing was the scoring. Tornado defense was monstrous, man, and that is big for a Division III school to beat a Division I school, man.
Yeah, it's really big. A quick couple stats here. Just McVicker had, I believe it was, he had one sack that was huge. He had 10 solo tackles tonight, and I think McVicker was the solo team at least half the night. He was just, he was fighting. He was grabbing guys with 2 jerseys up on him, and he was still bringing them down. So McVicker, you have to give him a heck of a game, like always. He's always in the game, and he made a big impact tonight.
Ryan, I have to ask, too, with Dover, they've been kind of going back and forth with that 2-quarterback tandem, Aiden Hall obviously delivering the game-winning touchdown, but TC Mull coming up with an early score and that huge interception. How was that 2-quarterback tandem working against a very tough Strongsville defense?
Well, like any other team, you have to watch out for both, and they both have their different tactics. Hall, he threw a beautiful ball, but so can Mull. Mull can throw a great ball. So it's got to be, a little bit tough for, Strongsville's defensive coordinator. But, they had a great game plan. The stats weren't huge. Malk had 45 yards, 1 touchdown. and then Hall had 61 yards and 2 for 2. These are not huge stats, but Dover's defense did enough to win the game. With that double quarterback, it's hard to read them. But if you come in with a game plan like Strongsville did, and they were able to shut them down. So.
Well, Ryan, congratulations, man, on doing a great job over there. I mean, just a phenomenal job. You live and learn from different things, and I'm sure you learned some things tonight, and that's good. But you did a great job, man. And Dover gets the big win tonight. We appreciate your coverage, brother.
Hey, guys, I appreciate it so much.
Absolutely. Ryan, thank you. You be careful going home, bud.
All right, guys. We'll see you later.
All right, Ryan McClellan over at the Brick House. And, what a big win for the Tornadoes, guys.
Yeah, it's massive. And, you already took into consideration, I misspoke earlier. I said Dover improving to 5-0, make that 6-0. But you look at Dover already having some major playoff points from those 5 victories in the start. We're talking about a Division I win now, so the Tornadoes quickly etching themselves near the top of that region, so that's going to be real interesting for Dover when it comes playoff time.
That's Chardon in that region, right?
I think it's the...
You're talking about Dover?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're in the same.
Yeah,
they're in the
so
same
Chardon
region.
will probably continue to 1. Dover probably
well,
2.
I don't know. It may for a week. For a week, it may go. Dover may jump them because here's the thing, Chardon beating Philly, they're not going to get a ton of points because that's a D3 victory.
Right.
Dover, especially after Strongsville beat Cleveland Heights last week, who was 5-0 as another Division I opponent. Dover beating a division, that's like huge. Like Travis said, they're going to back the truck up and just dump points. I mean, it's huge. So I would not be surprised. It may not last for the whole season, but I can see Dover jumping from because they're at 3 right now, aren't they?
Well, no,
I thought they were 4.
No. Dover was already at 2.
Oh, they were
in the region.
Okay.
Yes.
Then without a doubt, they're
in D3 Region 9, I'm going with the lovely Joe Idle because I'm bad at keeping track of this stuff otherwise. But yes, Chardon was the clear-cut number 1. Dover was behind by about 2 points. But be that as it may. I don't know. It's going to be.
They're going to be really tight.
They're going to get a boatload of points for the season because the problem lies for Dover, at least in the point conversation. They're Marietta. The rest of their
you'll get them some points.
But it's just not going to carry the points. I don't think that Chardon's. If we would have to look at Chardon's remaining schedule.
Right, exactly. We'd have to look at that. But nonetheless, like you said, they're going to get a bunch of points, and it's going to be real tight at the top.
I can tell you one thing. On the AP poll, where it has the parentheses, and it has how many first place votes, I can promise you Dover is going to have a few of those now.
There are going to be a few. But looking at Chardon's remaining schedule, of course, this game that they played against New Philadelphia, that's a D3 Region 9 team. Their last 3 games of the year against D2 teams. So those are all 3 Division II, so that would be a lot of points. So Dover, I mean, it probably wouldn't quite work out that way considering you've got D3. It's weird how that works.
Here's the thing: if you for the Tornadoes, they're going to be on the opposite side of the bracket of Chardon, which is right where you want.
Right. Well, we're going to go ahead and send it back out to Indian Valley High School, where tonight the Garaway Pirates get the big win. They remain undefeated. Back out to Travis McClellan and Joe Geckler. Guys, back out to you.
Thanks, guys, so much. We are back out here at Indian Valley High School as the Garaway Pirates knock off the Indian Valley Braves 14-0 to improve to 7-0 on the season. And we are joined by Garaway head football coach Jason Wallach. And Coach, man, we talked all season about your defense and the way they come to play every night, and they showed tonight to be one of the best defenses in the area.
Yeah, just the intensity and energy that they played with all night. You guys keep asking me how good is our defense, and I keep telling you I don't know. So you guys can tell me. I mean, after that performance,
unbelievable, man.
Listen, we gave up a couple big plays, but bend but don't break. We were challenged at the last game that you guys did at Dalton, and that's why we play those games against good, high-caliber teams that put us in that position. We've been in that position before, and we responded in Dalton, and again, the guys came and responded again tonight.
Coach, we're going to stay on the defensive side of the ball. I was really impressed with you at Dalton. I'm probably more impressed with you guys tonight. You go sideline to sideline, but what I'm most impressed with is your tackling. There wasn't a lot of broken tackles tonight. We know Indian Valley can run the football. speak to your team and how well they tackle even in the open field.
Yeah, listen, again, that's a tribute to our coaches who do tackling circuit every week. And we harp it, tackling with our legs, not our arms. Somebody made shoulder pads for a reason. And, I don't know who made them, but thank you. And, listen, our defense is pretty good.
They are. Coach, we saw it all night. We saw Sam Page at the quarterback. We saw Jarrett Wallach. We saw Wyatt Wallach. We saw your defensive line getting pressure all night. The running game for Indian Valley could not get going. Like you said, they hit a couple big plays over the top, but other than that, not much out of their offense. But the pressure was unbelievable. J.D. Young off the end as well.
Well, and listen, I mean, it's no secret we put 9 guys in a box for a reason because they are a very good power running football team. And we have 2 really good corners. We've said that all along. And yeah, there was a couple tonight that I know they would like to have back. The one we fell down on. Sure. The one that we had just told them it was 4th and whatever, and we knew, or it was right after the end of the quarter. We knew they were going to come out with something tricky. They run the counter pass. We knew it, and we fell asleep. I mean, but our tackling phenomenal. Just all around our defense played really, really well.
Okay, one more on the defense, Coach. In 2 games now that we've done, the defense has been in trouble, but bent and not break. Speak to their attitude where they're not giving up. Their back might be up against the goal line, but they come out fighting. They haven't given up a touchdown when their back's been up against the wall.
Again, we I mean, I don't sound like a broken record, but we harp on them. You know what? Just give us somewhere to put our feet. Give us somewhere to put our feet. That's been our mantra for as long as I've been here. Sure. Something I learned in college, and Coach West does a great job of harping that with these kids. And, listen, and we only put them in position. I mean, I'm not trying to take any credit here. Believe me, our players make us look like good coaches. You know what? I've said that forever, too, that great coaches don't make great players. Great players make great coaches, and that shows tonight. If we don't have the dudes that we have, we don't get a shutout against a really, really good football team.
Yeah. Absolutely. And let's flip over to the offensive side of the football. The running game was there at spurts. The passing game, the dink and dunk, the long ball wasn't really there tonight. But they got a lot of pressure up the middle on you as well tonight. But Logan did a great job improvising with his feet. Had a couple nice runs there. But, of course, number 9, Ethan Miller, ran the ball very, very well for you tonight as well.
Yeah, and I believe we're a two-dimensional football team. Last week we talked in the pregame how Claymont tried to load a box on us, and we were able to get over top of them. Indian Valley, very good up front. I think we had some seams, that we missed at times running the ball. But this kid right here is you're going to talk to him. The kid's phenomenal. He's something special, and we'd love to have him on our team. And up front, and he'll be the first I know to give the lineman credit. They didn't play as well as I thought we were going to play. Ethan just makes some things happen.
Coach, I love the X's and O's of the game. Talk about there in the second quarter, you went tempo, and that's really what ended up with your first score. Talk about how you guys did that and what you saw and how excellent you guys did that to keep them a little basic and pick them apart and went down for the score.
Yeah, we were trying to check some things, and then they were checking, so we just said, you know what, we're gonna run what we're gonna run, and we're gonna tempo them a little bit. We saw they looked a little winded, a little gassed, and it's just their second game back, I think, or maybe third game back, whatever it is for them. We thought we had them worn down there a little bit, and so we did. Yeah, and that's something with this team. I mean, we can change tempo. We can throw the ball. We can run the ball. It was a really special win for us.
Coach, this is always a tough week for your program because last week you have the fair. This week you have Swiss Fest. No school today for the kids. How'd you keep them motivated? How'd you keep their head in the game, knowing they didn't have school today, and you had a big game on the horizon tonight?
Pretty easy. It's called senior leadership. It's nothing I did.
Not very many of those guys either.
No, we've got 6 of them and 6 special ones. And you know what? They just listen. Swiss Festival is not a big deal to us unless we make it a big deal.
Sure.
We don't make it a big deal. I know there were others in the past that made it a big deal. We don't make it a big deal. And these guys are committed to the program. They're dedicated. Listen, they're up 6 o'clock in the morning, 5 days a week, since December, and they still do it now during the season. We lift before school now, and that's a commitment, and they don't want to ruin it for anything. So, we're still high school kids. They're still 16, 17, 18-year-old kids.
Sure.
So they got to make smart choices and smart decisions. But my job's really easy when it comes to that because we have great leadership, and we've got some really, really special kids right now.
The first game of the gauntlet out of the way. You got 2 really tough opponents. Of course, you got Tusky Valley next week, and you've got the rest of that gauntlet coming up at the end of the season. What's the message to your team going forward?
Same as always. We'll enjoy this for 24 hours. and we're going to continue to concentrate on ourselves. That's what we've done all year. I just believe that if we're going to be the best we can be, then we have to worry about ourselves and not who we're playing. So that'll continue to be the message.
Well, Coach, congratulations on a big win, improving to 7-0, and go get them next week.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Good luck, Coach.
That's Garaway head football coach Jason Wallach joining us here on our DAC Vitamins and Minerals post-game show. Going to take a break, be back with our Mac and Turf Realty Player of the Game. That's after this on Z Country 99.9.
Hi, I'm Zach Motice with the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency. For all your auto, home, farm, and business insurance needs, contact our team at the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency, or stop in and see us at one of our locations in downtown New Philadelphia or Sugar Creek, providing excellent service to the Tuscarawas Valley since 1885. Here at the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency, we'd like to wish all of the area athletes and teams good luck this fall.
So the Garaway Pirates, they're calling it 2nd and 1 from the 1 according to the scoreboard. It's to the far left of us at the other end of the field. Again, the diesel package in for the Garaway Pirates. Logan Yoder at quarterback. The hand to Ethan Miller. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Garaway Pirates. Ethan Miller, 6-0 Pirates over Indian Valley. Back out here at Indian Valley High School.
Now back to the field with Joe Geckler and Travis McClelland.
Back out here at Indian Valley High School, that was Ethan Miller on the first touchdown of the night, and he is going to be our Mac and Turf Realty Player of the Game. And Ethan joins us here at the broadcast location here at Indian Valley High School. Ethan, congratulations, man, on a great team win. Defensively, offensively, you guys did enough to get the win here tonight. But talk about your team's effort tonight.
Yeah, I just thought the defense played really well. They made some mistakes, but in the red zone, they held them and they held their ground and they were aggressive and they were very intense and just didn't let it break, So I was really proud of the defense tonight. And then offensively, I thought Logan did good at getting those dink and dunks when the pass play wasn't working. So I thought he did really well, and the receivers caught the ball and they made plays out of it. And I thought the O-line did really well at blocking. They, especially on that last touchdown, the power left worked really well. I mean, the hole was massive, and then I just cut it back, and there was no one there. So I thought overall the whole team did really well tonight.
You got to punch in 2 touchdowns tonight, both on runs, really untouched. You blocked the point of attack very well. But talk about your eyes when you hit that cutback, especially the second one when the guard sealed the middle backer. You made that cut, and it was all wide open in the end zone.
Yeah, when I got the ball, I just saw there was a big hole to the left, and then there was someone coming this way from the left, so I looked to the right, and there was no one there, and I cut back, and it's wide open for a touchdown.
Ethan, obviously this season has been about a lot of ups and downs. You had Doughton, another close game that you played, and a big physical, tough football game here tonight against an Indian Valley team that it seems like the last couple of years has given Garaway fits. Coming into their place tonight, with an undefeated season on the line, what was the message from your coaching staff?
They just kept us playing hard and just staying intense. Like, energy had to be high for this game, and the sidelines had it, the whole team had it. We just had a lot of energy, and we wore them out with our energy. So that was pretty much the message. Just have a lot of energy and love for each other as a team, and just play together as brothers. So yeah, that was the message.
Ethan, early on, it was a little tough sled running the football. And we know that the Indian Valley Braves can stop the run. You guys went a little tempo. Then you started to hit you a little bit on the bubble there and open things up. What are you seeing on the bubble, and had you great success, and how's that feed into the rest of your offense?
Well, the bubbles, our 2 receivers out there did a great job of blocking out there tonight. They sealed those corners and backers, and there was just holes there like there was on the runs too. So that just came all together and just yeah, it just worked well.
Well, obviously, a few games left to go in the regular season. Big game against Tusky Valley next week. Then you have Sandy Valley and Ridgewood to round out the regular season. But, Ethan, congratulations on a great team win, a great effort by you. You've been running the ball hard all year. And our big congratulations, our Mac and Turf Realty player of the game. Go get him next week.
Thank you.
Hey, congratulations. Yep. Good work.
That's Ethan Miller, our Mac and Turf Realty player of the game, joining us here on our DAC Vitamins and Minerals post-game show. We'll be back after this and wrap it up here from Indian Valley after this on Z Country 99.9.
Dr. Nathan Springer is in the business of making smiles, specializing in braces and Invisalign for children and adults. Dr. Springer provides smiles that can be recognized anywhere. Just look at the winning smile on some of the players. Compliments of Dr. Nathan Springer Orthodontics. Hey, that smile of pride on the face of mom and dad might be from Dr. Springer too. Dr. Nathan Springer Orthodontics, in the business of making smiles, at 107 Ray Avenue Northeast in New Philadelphia. Looking for a new place to grab a meal and relax? Crocker's Bar and Grill is the place to be for great food and fun. Crocker's is more than just ordinary bar food. Open 7 days a week, featuring great lunches starting at only $6 and a great dinner menu for dine-in or carry-out. Be sure to like Crocker's on Facebook for weekly specials, plus catch all the big college and pro games on the flat screens, and weekend deals on pizza and wings. Wear your orange and brown on Sundays for Browns pregame, including food and drink specials. Football season is the best time to stop into Crocker's Bar and Grill in Dover.
Hey there, sports fans. When it comes to taking care of the vehicle that transports your team, you expect it to be done with speed and accuracy. This is Phil Miller from the Parkway Quick Lane. When it comes to servicing your team's vehicle, let my team at Parkway Quick Lane deliver you the winning combination to keep your vehicle on the road and safe. If your vehicle needs to get off the sideline and back in the game, visit the Parkway Quick Lane for your next service appointment.
Now back to the field with Joe Geckler and Travis McClelland.
Back out here at Indian Valley High School one final time as we wrap up this ball game tonight. It was a good one. The Indian Valley Braves, they fall to the Garaway Pirates 14-0. Garaway improves to 7-0 on the season. Indian Valley falls to 4-1. It doesn't get much easier next week for the Indian Valley Braves as they welcome in the Ridgewood Generals. And as we heard on our halftime show and during the game, that number 2 Gabe Tingle is back for the Ridgewood Generals and playing quarterback, so it will be good to see him back out on the field next weekend here at Indian Valley High School as the Braves try to regroup and get back off the mat here and welcome in a very good Ridgewood football team. But tonight the Garaway Pirates come in and really flex their muscle on defense, Travis, and showed why they are one of the best defenses in the area.
Yeah, you know, they came in only giving up 7 points a game. Obviously, that's going to go down giving up the egg tonight. I was thoroughly impressed with all facets of their defense. The defensive line, the linebackers, Sam Page there at the middle linebacker, the defensive line you talked about with Coach Wallach, the DBs. You can put the Roden twins out on an island and they're going to play. And you know what? That's a big benefit to the defense when you can do multiple things. Boy, they fly around, they hit, and boy, do they tackle. I don't know if there was many broken tackles tonight. They get people on the ground.
Yeah, the Rodens are really fun to watch in that back end of that defense because you know they're going to be there on every pass.
And athleticism, man.
They are so fun, and they're twins to go along with it. So
juniors.
Both of these teams are very
young for both teams.
And like Coach Wallach said, 6 seniors for the Garaway Pirates, not many more for the Indian Valley Braves. They have a few seniors as well. But we're going to bring in Shannon Thomas. And Shannon, the Braves played a very good football game tonight. Obviously, the penalties is what's got to get into Matt Lancaster's crawl a little bit. Is like, why are we having so many unforced errors and having silly penalties to back us up and get us in the hole in drives?
Yeah, when you're playing a very good defense like Garaway, as fast as Garaway defense is, you can't shoot yourself in the foot that many times. I don't know if the offensive line guys were just trying to get that quick step to catch, Wallach and Young out there, but for some reason they made more than enough penalties tonight to last them for a season. That was a whole season worth of penalties on one game tonight.
Yeah, they actually, if I counted right, they had at least 8 false starts. And Garaway had probably 6 or 7 delay of game penalties. So, it was laundry on the field tonight for both teams. It wasn't one-sided in any way. But, what do you think Coach Lancaster's telling his team after such a tough loss tonight? They were in the game till the end, and then that late touchdown kind of iced it for the Pirates.
First thing he's going to talk to them about their mistakes. We made too many mistakes. That game could have got out of hand real quick. But, luckily their defense played great tonight. Garaway, coming to this game, I think putting up 38 points a game, and Indian Valley held them to 12. It was 6 till that late one right there when they put a diesel package in, and there was a nice cut back on him. The seam parted and he was gone. So that game was 6-0 until 2 minutes in the game. And Lancaster's got to be happy with the way that defense played. Offensively, they're going to have to make some adjustments. We can give all the credit in the world to Garaway's defense. They are fast and they tackle very well. But you're going to run up against those teams. When it comes playoff time, you're going to run into more of those teams. So you got to find a way to move the ball on them.
Shannon, that's a great point. We talked about the defense, and they only gave up 14. And so on that side of the ball, you're fairly happy. But, so it's not time for Braves fans or coaches to panic. They don't have to go and rewrite the board here. This was a great football game. They just have to go back to what they do, clean up a couple things, because they got Ridgewood coming down. It's going to be another dandy next week. But Matt Lancaster, they don't have to erase the board. They just have to tweak a couple things. Is that how you're feeling also?
Oh, yeah. All around, they played a good game tonight. It's just the mistakes got to them. And, like you said, it's a very young team. They play a lot of sophomores out there, quite a few, juniors. They do have some senior leadership, but they're like Garaway. They are young. So that'll be interesting to watch these two teams battle the next couple of years. As far as, next week, you don't have time to even go back and worry about what you did wrong today. They're going to correct the mistakes in film tomorrow, and now all of a sudden we're done talking about, Wallicks and Youngs and Yoders. Now we got to talk about Tingles and Milliners and Pattersons, because they got this gauntlet back to back. They don't get a break in between. They go from Garaway to Ridgewood.
And they went Sandy Valley, Ridgewood. Yeah,
they're running the gauntlet.
Yeah, they ran it 3 in a row. So your final thoughts here, Shannon, tonight as the Braves fall to the Pirates 14-0. The Pirates get ready for Tusky Valley next week. As you mentioned, the Ridgewood Generals right here next Friday night with Big Z Sports here in the house as well.
Yeah, next week will be another great game to watch, and hope everybody tunes in and watches on YouTube and listens on 99.9. But as far as the game tonight, it was a great game. I can't say enough about how well both these teams played. I was impressed with both coaching staffs come out. We're used to watching them both run a certain defense, and we come out tonight with 2 totally defenses, both teams bringing the pressure. It was a great game, So hats off to both teams, hats off to both coaching staffs, and we'll move on and see what happens next week.
For sure. How'd your little sidekick helper do tonight? Did he do all right?
Yeah, it was kind of nice having, I got to give a big shout out to Bryce Murray. At the last minute, usually I try to do all the social media and the radio stuff, and I just thought with these two teams, as fast as they were going to try to move the ball and the hard hitting, I needed help tonight, and he did a great job, so I'm going to buy him a slice of pizza or something, and I'm going to bring him back next week for Ridgewood.
Wow, awesome. Well, great work as always,
awesome
Shannon. We
work,
appreciate it. We'll get the headset thing figured out, and you did a great job. The delay was there, but you did a great job. We appreciate it, and keep up the good work, and look forward to working with you again next week.
Yeah, it was a little tough there at the beginning, trying to get the headphones off so I didn't hear myself echoing, and it took me a couple minutes. I probably sound like an old hick from the sticks, but that's where I was born and raised, so if I sounded like a fool, I'm proud of it.
Well, Shannon, thanks so much, buddy, and we'll see you next week here with the Ridgewood Generals and Indian Valley Braves. Travis McClellan, saw a great game here tonight, as we talked about all pregame. We talked about it all last week. We talk about these games. We do these games. They're a big game. They're on Big Z Sports. That's why we do them, and it turned out to be one of those good games.
Just said absolutely everything. A great battle back and forth. It was 6-0 at the half. Ended up 14-0. It was my kind of game. Defenses were played. Adjustments were made. They came in with totally different defenses, and really adjustments had to be made from the jump. But then you got punch and counter punch, flying around, making tackles. Both teams played pretty clean defensively. Garaway come out on top 14-0, put 2 in the end zone. They're going to stand defeated. And the Braves can't hang their heads. They got to get ready and roll for next week.
Yeah, it doesn't get any easier next week as you welcome in the Ridgewood Generals. And, let's talk about that game for just a minute. As we heard, number 2, Gabe Tingle is back now for the Ridgewood Generals playing quarterback. Not sure he played defense tonight, but I know he was under center for the Generals. Another another tough opponent for the Braves next week.
Yeah, I don't want anybody to get injured, so I'm glad to see everybody come back. But when you have a premier player in your area, you always want, him to come back, and you want to see him. And, if you're a competitor, you want the other team at full strength too. So, they're going to come back here, and we're going to see another dandy down here next week. And then I believe we get to go on the hill and watch them in a good one. So we got some good football coming down the road.
We have some really good football coming up the next several weeks here for Big Z Sports. Again, big thank you to you, bud. I appreciate it. You keep me going up here.
Great time.
And,
enjoy it.
Your analysis is second to none.
I
And
appreciate it.
big thanks to Travis and Shannon Thomas on the sidelines. Also, big thanks to Casey Claxton, Lydia Brady, and Xander Tristano as they were here for Claxton Communications and giving you the Big Z Sports live stream thanks to Parkway Quick Lane and Claxton Communications and Kent State Tuscarawas. We appreciate all of their hard work as they make us look a lot better than we really are. So big shout out to Claxton Communications. Also big thanks to everybody back in the studio. Adam Saweski, Nick McWilliams, Chris Kale. Great job in the studio, guys. They still got about another hour or so to go, hour and 10 minutes for the best post-game in the area. The DAC Vitamins and Minerals post-game show will continue after we're done here at Indian Valley High School. They'll talk to area coaches, recap the big wins of all the teams here tonight. And again, big thanks to everybody here at Indian Valley for the hospitality and the great setup that we have here in the new field for Indian Valley. And real quick, our thoughts and prayers go out to TCC head football coach Casey Cummings as his dad passes away tonight during their football game. So our thoughts and prayers from everybody here at Big Z Sports to Casey Cummings and his family as they mourn the loss of Casey's father. But again, big thank you to everybody involved here with Big Z Sports. And next week, don't forget, we'll be right back here at Indian Valley as they welcome in the Ridgewood Generals. Our Wood Electric pregame show will start at 5 o'clock. The guys will kick it out to us at 6:40 and the kickoff at 7 o'clock between the Generals and the Braves. Again, thanks to everyone here at Indian Valley High School. I'm Joe Geckler for Travis McClellan and Shannon Thomas. We'll talk to you again next Friday night right here from Indian Valley High School. You're listening to Big Z Sports and Claxton Communications right here on Z Country 99.9.
Thanks for listening to today's presentation of Big Z Sports and Claxton Communication High School football play-by-play action. Today's broadcast was presented by Kent State University at Tuscarawas and Parkway Quick Lane. Be sure to subscribe to Big Z Sports on YouTube for our next presentation of high school football. Follow Big Z Sports on Facebook, on Twitter at @Big_Z Sports. For the best coverage of high school sports, there's only one Big Z Sports.